the bad boys of BJJ, the high rollers. Make some noise!
Yeah, you seen the high rollers thing?
Yeah. High Rollers has all these awesome events where they smoke weed and then they fight.
Yep.
In the jiu-jitsu match.
Yep.
You like jiu-jitsu, check out High Rollers.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live at High Rollers 13 Elite 8 in Las Vegas. And now, our commentators for this evening, Stephan Bonnar and Jessica Evil Eye.
What's up, Jessica? Stephan Bonnar here. This is High Rollers 13, and what a night we got. A little something new. Only 2 singles matches. I'm looking forward to the boys. #1 contender spot at Purple Belt. We got Roman Mori versus Luke Sanchez. Both guys really good at leg locks. And then the other singles match is the girls, and I know you're pretty excited for this one.
I love it. I've actually, when I went back there to check out who the girls were, I'm like, wait a minute, I actually know them. It's nice to see. I mean, we talk about saying her name correctly. Do you know how to say it?
Maera.
Maera.
You gotta roll the R.
She's been around the block. You know, she's been here for a while, and she's been on the industry. I'm really nice to see her in the octagon and compete.
The small world of
yeah.
women's fighting, huh?
Yes. I'm glad to have her competing for us tonight.
And then the rest of the card, we have an 8-man team tournament. Well, 8 teams, 3 guys on each team, and winner stays in. So we could see some studs wipe out the whole other team. Just stay in there, tap, 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 and you only switch if you lose, so winner stays in.
I know, which is really cool. This is a new format we're trying, and I'm really excited to see the competition from the athletes and really for them to showcase some urgency, right? Showcase some cool stuff, like get some submissions out there. This is what we want to do for these kinds of matchups, is collect as many submissions as you can.
Last time we were spoiled with submissions. Hopefully it's the same tonight. I'm really excited. This is something new. Teams, 8-man tourney, 8 teams, 3 fights to win it all. And with that, let's go to Matt Perroni with our official introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our opening contest for Elite 8. Introducing the first team, Team Goleta Locks. And their opponents, Team South Shore.
And he's the captain at Blue Belt. That's
our opening contest, the first bout, Renan Enrique and his opponent, Ricky Rose.
on the other team?
Ricky Rose, a blue belt from Team South Shore, going against Heenan Enrique. I'm guessing that's a Heenan, or is it a Renan?
I'm also wondering, is this these guys' first times ever competing, grappling with a cage? We see it a lot, but you never know. I mean, it's not a common thing in a grappling.
Way easier to get that double
program.
leg on the cage when they could sprawl.
I feel like both guys are definitely working the hand fighting, but you almost wonder, most MMA gyms have cage walls, but jiu-jitsu schools are mats.
Yep.
So this is new realms for a lot of these guys. Definitely wanted to clinch up.
So Heenan, like I was gonna expect him.
Throw out? He just threw something out.
I missed maybe something out of his hair.
Maybe.
I thought Heenan looks.
Hair tie.
Does he look Brazilian or white? Heenan looks white. Maybe it's a Renan Enrique.
It might be. I mean, it would suit, right?
Yeah, and Ricky Rose is the black dude. It's kind of a black name, Ricky Rose. That's like a good rapper name, hip hop.
Come on, guys. I love when you see the both of them, out there. Obviously, they're both willing to engage with each other, but let's take that next step.
Yep.
I think me as even an athlete, that's something when I get to see it in action, I want to take that same advice of myself.
This is an interesting strategy here. We got the blue belt versus the black belt. We got on Team South Shore, the highest rank is the purple belt, Joseph Goodman, but they chose to start the blue belt with the black belt. Let's see if that strategy can pay off. And a little guard pull to a heel hook.
He's sitting good.
Heenan Enrique, oh man, he got it too. That was quick. Yeah, beautiful. Pulled right into that half guard, immediately attacked the leg.
Enrique! Now, the next opponent from Team South Shore, Fernando Gonzalez!
Here he is.
Captain's coming
My
in.
student Gons. He's a war veteran, fought in the Air Force, jumped out of planes, did combat Iraq, Afghanistan, Kuwait, and here he goes. This is a big test for him against the black belt. Let's see how he does here. When he came into my gym, he knew nothing. First day white belt.
Yeah.
But he did good. Picked it up pretty quick, and it's hard to tap.
He's definitely not afraid to engage, which I absolutely just love that. I love that. That's what competition is about.
Well,
It's going out there and testing yourself against somebody that could possibly beat you. I mean, and then what we really get into it for is the challenge, and the excitement of the challenge.
And when it comes to grappling, that's like the Marcelo Garcia philosophy, which I love. Always be attacking.
Nice.
There he goes for that guard pull. I said to give it a try. He tried that half guard to leg lock there,
he's working the.
But that's gutsy. He's got to watch that leg there.
This guy's good with these leg locks.
Yeah. Come on, roll, Fernando. Don't play footsie.
There was the first gentleman that ever taught me leg locks. He taught me soap dish. And what it basically meant is if you were in that position, you should use your other heel to block it. So there's always when we're in this position, I always think, I want to yell out soap dish to somebody, but I'm they wouldn't even know what I'm saying. Because it protects the heel. You know what
that's
I mean?
the thing about jiu-jitsu. Everyone's got their own terms.
And that's what I'm saying.
You go around from school to school.
Yeah.
Sergio, my instructor, would always say, when you're on your back, sprawl the chicken, Stephan. That means sprawl him out on his stomach. And he's going for that heel.
This is the worst part. When you're protecting another one, they get that the other leg.
Yeah, you defend one, you go to the other. Now he's going for the in-heel. I hate the inverted heel hook. They're the most dangerous. Can really tear up a knee here. Let's see if he could get the hell out of this position. Come on, Fernando. There's a tap.
You know what? Tough battle right there. And leg locks, I love seeing guys tap instead of not tapping and losing and, hurting their leg.
Yeah, I like the Dan Henderson strategy versus Paul Harres, where you just don't even play with fire.
This is interesting to me. I feel like I'm just now.
Joseph Goodman.
And this is what I talked about. You do good and you stay in
That's what I'm
here.
saying. He's got to be
Brennan
tired
is
a little
on
bit. You know, this is, you have to have a good plan
And you
for
can't
this.
switch out.
could
You got to
be,
go till you
in there for
lose.
15 minutes, and you want to get the match done as quick as you can, so you can save your energy.
Yeah, you think you could
know?
go, okay, I ran 2 in a row. Let me tap, tag out, tap out,
Wait a minute.
tag out.
So again, realizing even one more of the things, is that so some of these guys might not even compete tonight.
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm mind blown.
Yeah.
Why am I just realizing this? I feel like
Renan
some guys are not
Enrique
like this guy's. He's
might just
sweeping
stay in the
everybody.
whole night and
I
leg
mean,
lock everyone.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's sudden change.
We got Joseph Goodman in here attacking Renan's foot right now. See, I mean, I don't like playing footsie with the footsie guy.
Yeah.
There you
So,
go.
You know what, though?
That's
it's
a
like
good
women.
defense
Women
there.
are super flexible. Like some, we
Yeah,
have to
harder
assume
to
that
get
some
the
of
leg
these guys
locks.
are too.
Yeah.
Some of, oh my God. Oh no.
Yeah, my bones don't bend nearly as well as girls.
No.
Like my elbows don't
Oh my
hyperextend.
goodness. Oh my goodness. This is awesome. Man, I love being a fan
Beautiful
of
scramble.
this. This was great.
Yeah, Joseph Goodman holding his own
I wonder if
here
Joseph
against the
Goodman,
black belt.
if he's ever been told that he looks like the one guy from Hangover, the brother,
Yeah,
kind of resembles him.
he does. Be a good nickname.
I know we have to figure this out. We should talk with him after this. We might have a gimmick for him.
I thought Mike Tyson was brilliant in that movie, by
I
the
wonder
way.
if he's tired. He was very.
And he was here actually at one of these high rollers.
Yeah.
Or he was in the studio before. Here, we were just talking about it back there before.
You know, thankfully, one of our sponsors and longtime supporters, Jimmy over at Originals, has a great relationship with the Tyson Ranch out in California. So there's definitely some, affiliations that we all, are all supporting the cause of athletes using marijuana.
That reminds me, Jessica, let's thank some of our sponsors for the evening. We got Jardin Dispensary of Las Vegas, the Originals Dispensary of San Diego, Vibes Rolling Papers, Dr. Dabber, Cookies, and Good Thing Coming.
Uh-oh. Oh, man.
More
This is-
foot locks. They're laughing at each other, having fun in there.
I feel like I should ask the YouTube followers, what is the guy's name from Hangover? What is the brother's name? It's not Phil, is it? Phil is who gets his tooth pulled out.
Yeah, I think you're right. One of the guys
Alan.
here would know that.
Right? I think Alan. Thank you, you too, right? I believe
Yes.
so, right? Alan? It was
Alan.
Guys, am I
Beautiful.
wrong here?
Master Shake, thank you for that. I forgot all about our YouTube
I
live
know,
feed.
I seen him coming up. Thanks, guys.
Odin's Hall represents. Thanks, Quando. Rafael Venasio. I don't know what you're saying there in Portuguese, but it sounds cool.
No, thanks for the help out, but I feel like there's a strong resemblance there.
And back to their feet, Joseph Goodman, purple belt, holding his own against the black belt, Heenan Enrique. And like you said, fatigue got to be a factor.
He pulled guard a little bit ago, so
Everyone's
I was
got the 2 minutes of retard strength, and when you got to deal with that, like for 3 guys in a row, it's going to wear you out.
I've never been a big fan of
The shark bait.
in the middle, but in the middle like this, like holding on to each other's necks, like smash them into the cage if you have it. Like it's just a lot of energy holding on to both people, and I feel like it's a waste of, the athlete's time. I feel like you lose time though in there sometimes. It feels like 2 seconds has really been, much longer.
Yeah, and it all depends on what kind of shape you're in.
That's true.
At those fights where it's like, my God, there's still 3 minutes left in this round. You got to be kidding me. Yeah, I never realized how long the 5 minutes could be till you fight. I tell you that.
This is
Nice body
I feel
lock
like these must
takedown.
be jiu-jitsu guys, because none of them are really good about taking anybody down off the cage.
No, that was the best
That's the biggest
I've
one
seen
that we've
so
seen.
far. Joseph Goodman,
Ooh,
nice
ooh,
little body like go behind takedown. Let's see. We got.
I'm a big
Renan.
fan of what Renan did. What did I say his name?
When you drape your arm over the cage.
Well, when you straighten it, when you straighten out, you're able to flatten yourself. I think that's a good technique, but you have to lower your hips. If not, you can still get pulled off.
He's able to defend that one.
wow.
Looked like he was in a bad position. And now he shoots a
nice.
single.
Beautiful shot and great sprawl on both guys. Come on, you gotta
good
cut
sprawl.
the corner.
And Joseph has those childbearing hips on him, too. That's hard to take guys with big hips down. I'm telling you.
It's definitely, I like sweeps or trips for those guys. For that sound, like the sweep meaning like an
low
arm
energy
throw or
takedown,
like
yeah.
an arm throw where, you know, you're almost using their weight against them. Especially when they're pushing like that, you know?
And this one goes the distance. Really competitive match between
It really
these
was.
two.
It was good. I mean, I see it that way.
Joseph Goodman.
So he stays
Wow.
in. I mean,
Joseph
now, first,
Goodman.
Next,
He's holding the
for
team
Team
up.
Goleta Locks,
Let's go, Alan.
make some
like a
noise
nickname.
for Joe
But he does.
Tustin.
I feel like we're not wrong here. What's up, Jimmy? Jimmy, that's actually
Alan.
Jimmy is one of our sponsors. He's
All
from
right.
Originals.
Oh.
We
All
definitely
right.
are. So where I love seeing our sponsors be involved on like the everyday of our stuff. You know, we're fortunate we have Khalifa Kush, Game Up Nutrition. You know, The Rock Nutrition.
We got a guillotine attempt here. Little front headlock snap down, and he's really, it reminds me of Uriah Faber when he gets a hold of that chin.
This is the end. You know, this is the last. This is the last.
Oh!
Of that. Oh my goodness.
He's got
Oh,
that
he's got
tap
it
right
tapped.
away, yeah.
Wow.
That was beautiful. Went for the guillotine.
That's
and then,
it. That's it. We got a winning team.
Yeah, transition to
it.
the figure four head and arm choke there. Some call it a darce, some call it an anaconda.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Either way,
the
it cuts your
winners
air off
and
and
moving on to
forces
the
a
next
tap.
round, Team Goleta Locks.
Look at
So
that.
they're right here, first match on their next round, right?
Yeah, and they still got a fresh guy. So that was Joe Tussing with the head and arm choke there,
Do you
taking his
think-
team.
So you know what's interesting now?
I was born and raised right here in San Francisco, California, man.
Find the beach boy. You are so.
Is this the smokiest stage right now? I'm rolling out.
You know, when you think about it, music and weed have something in common. The world needs something like this right now.
I'm from Germany. We're from Panama. Here with Bernard, bro.
San Francisco, California, man.
Find the beach boy.
Ooh, awesome.
Is this the smokiest stage right now? I'm rolling out. You know, when you think about it, music and weed have something in common. The world needs something like this right now.
I'm from Germany. We're from Panama. Here with Werner, bro.
Do it is New Woo.
This is our second contest of the night in the Elite 8, and it is sponsored by Long Wick, the only wick you'll ever need. Introducing first, Team Hooligans. Make some noise. There it is.
Here comes Team Hooligans. Love the name. I always think of soccer
And their
hooligans in the
opponents,
UK.
Team Rollerz
You know what's great? I didn't realize that was him over there. I am so excited. So when I competed against Amanda Lavoie, up in or no, I'm not Lavoie, Lewin, Amanda Lewin, for Chael Sonnen up there, and I got to meet the whole 10th Planet crew, and they were incredible. They were so
The
fun.
opening
They were so
competitors
welcoming.
for the
Obviously,
first
I'm not
match.
affiliated
Make
with
some
any
noise
school,
from
so
Team
10th Planet
Hooligans.
definitely, like,
Jose
welcoming to me. You know the industry can be,
Munoz.
they can definitely be kind of hard
And from
sometimes,
Team
so-
Yeah,
Rana
got
Jiu
10 Planet
Jitsu,
coming up.
Enrique Fernandez.
Who is this?
So
Henrique. Okay. Versus Jose.
yeah, is this and
So did you catch which one Henrique is?
oh, I
The
missed
bigger
it.
one,
Well,
I think.
Let's see, Ronin. Well, he's got the Ronin Jiu Jitsu stuff on, so we at least see that. Oh, yep.
Oh yeah, Hooligan on bottom.
Yep.
Jose on bottom, Team Hooligan with a little guard pull.
Oh, and he's our first one. Yep. And I love when we see our friends and family of the competitors, people tuning in. So right there we've got someone for a Ronin. I love that.
Yes, we encourage everyone to get involved on our YouTube feed, High Rollerz
my God,
Brazilian
share
Jiu
it.
Jitsu. Share the link.
Share it as
comment.
much as you can.
We'll throw out shout outs to the good comments here all night. Wes Martin TV, thank you, buddy.
And Nate, you can't have what we're smoking. It's only here. You gotta come here. It's only here in the facility, in the building.
Good little
So this is a
scramble
good-
here.
Yes, I love it. I love seeing both guys again. A good first match. It sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Yeah, crowd appreciates a good scramble. Enrique still on top. Jose Munoz on bottom from Team Hooligans in his guard.
You gotta love the screen. Sometimes you can see it better than even where we're, like they see the angles we can't.
A nice pass.
Ooh,
So that's what I
go.
like. Someone starts getting your back, you go right back to half guard. No need to get him stuck there.
These guys are great at Ronin with Hafi at like their mount and their side attacks. I love seeing this in action right now because it's definitely something I've played a lot with, and they call it dope mount, and I'm definitely a fan of it.
That's I think Mark Lehman invented that term. I
Yeah.
remember that from the Ultimate
Yeah.
Fighter.
It's pretty cool to see all of it, like how it evolves. Like I've heard other teams call it different things.
He'd have messed up names: retard strength, heroin needle. Like.
Oh, that's so funny.
Back to their feet. Henrique goes for a single, gives it up. They tie up briefly.
I wish I knew where Team Hooligans was from. I mean, because I see it's a mixed group of guys, but they might be from Oregon. I think. I know that, again, Ronin is a local team, so these are all the local guys, so they live here, and compete here in Las Vegas.
The name like Hooligan, I was expecting like Holland or the UK.
Man, that would be sweet to have people traveling that far to compete in our matches. It'd be
That
fantastic.
would. But this is a hell of a gym. Like, if I knew about this place when I was fighting, I'd have like my training camps here. What a vibe.
I've been very fortunate
so chill.
as being able to be one of the part owners with, the guys, is being able to come here and train and feel like I have a safe
It's your
place
own
to
private
go.
gym. You can bring your own group
we
of
have
people.
our sauna, and we would love to welcome more athletes, to know that they have a safe place, here with us. It's the athletes and, the ones that support, marijuana and, support our team and support our cause. Our doors are always open. Come on.
Do you even get in trouble for testing positive for weed anymore in the UFC? That's awesome.
No, not anymore, because USADA completely removed it off the banned substance. Now, however, you got the commissions wherever we're going and fighting. If they still have their laws,
by their rules.
it's by their rules, but USADA doesn't.
Funny,
I always compete in Nevada now, because I was one of the people, I was actually the first female to test positive for marijuana in the UFC.
Bummer.
I know, right? I feel like bummer back then, and I hated it then.
Yeah.
But now I feel proud of that because
that's cool.
It was definitely a terrible situation. Your first win getting overturned.
I can't believe I never tested positive. I'd always quit the 5 days out right before I got on the plane. I just wouldn't bring it with.
Yeah.
Man, Enrique with a 30-inch vert there, jumping guillotine. Yeah,
He must play
got some
basketball.
ups.
Oh my God. That was kind of a hit.
I know, right?
That was kind of a hit.
Looked like a pro
I feel like
wrestling forearm
it was.
smash.
It kind of did. Maybe that's his gimmick.
It's like
We
double
only have
attempt
a
by
couple seconds
Jose.
left. Someone's got
It's
to
right down to the wire.
Well, then it's going to be about,
Yes.
Darren thought,
Points.
Darren, our wonderful
Who had the advantage?
black belt, referee. But where was the advantage?
Who had the advantage?
Who
This is going to be
had
hard
the
to tell.
advantage?
Let's
Oh
see.
my God, oh my
It
God.
is.
Oh, boom.
Oh,
For the
Jose.
first round, Jose Munoz.
So he wins that, and so now Enrique, he's off.
Next from
Jose
Team
with the
Zenith Jiu
W.
Jitsu, Gene Pereira.
Yes.
I think some of the guys are still very confused on some of the rules, but I feel like
That's what I do. If I were tired, I'd act like I was confused and, I'm supposed to stay in and walk out the cage to buy a little time. Because you look at Jose's feeling it a little. That was a tough match with a big guy, and he's got to go right away. No break.
Right, he's got to go right into it.
Got to find ways to BS and stall a little. Gene Pereira in the green and black. And we got Jose Munoz still in from Team Hooligans.
Still in.
Gene with the underhook, shucks it by, going for the back. Good defense there.
Oh, nice. These guys both know they're
Nice
I'm literally over here
takedown.
trying to look around, and I'm like, I forgot I had the screen. Drew, thanks for the love. Aw, this guy's looking out for both of us.
All
it's
right.
totally cool. We appreciate you, Drew. We see
Thank you.
We see you.
Drew. Look at Gene going after that arm.
At the card, you know what? I'll see if I can get the Instagram to post a picture of the actual fight card so you guys can see where we're at and as the bracketing, keeps going. So you can stay tuned with what team's next and, where they're at and, who's on the team.
Gene Pereira, you could tell he's got one of those mean triangles.
He's definitely flexible.
So far, Jose sticking with the double unders. As long as you got them both underneath like that, you're not going to get triangled.
I mean, now that he's just holding him down. Come on, guys. Let's do something. Let's work. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I mean, his arm. Is he going for the arm?
Yeah.
Is it the arm? Oh, my gosh. I couldn't see.
Good attack. He's trying underhooking that arm, and, you got a triangle there. He's really comfortable in his guard. Now he's wrapping up the De La Hiva. I remember when I was learning this back in like 2000, and I told Carlson Gracie Sr., oh, the De La Hiva guard. He goes, Porra, De La Carlson. Meaning I taught De La Hiva this.
Yeah, you taught them that before. So, guys, I see everybody's asking about the fight card. As soon as I see Matt, I'm gonna hand him a paper and let him take a picture of it from our Instagram so you guys can see.
Yeah, 8-man tourney style.
So
these teams.
You can see and understand and see who's
winning
out.
Team advances and the winning fighter stays in
the whole time.
So to win it all, there's 3 rounds of this tournament, 8-team tournament, 3 guys on each team.
I think I might have waved somebody down to help me out to get a picture. Beautiful attack there. From the bottom, Jose trying to set up that footlock. Let's see, he's just cranking it backwards. Ouch. Hey, I got Matt taking care of it. Could you guys post this for the people? The followers would love to see the team bracket.
Ooh, Jose is mean with those. He just grabs that heel and wrenches. And that's what you got to do. Spin,
they're
spin,
gonna take
spin.
Care of it, guys. We got you. They're gonna
Jose
post
Munoz.
it. Oh, dang it. What happened? I feel like I'm missing stuff. All right,
yeah, it was a beautiful
Jose. I was getting them the bracket, so they know.
Oh, he's got the head and arm. Yeah, he tapped. Wow, Gene Pereira. He defended that leg lock beautifully, kept spinning out of it, ended up on all fours. You're reading the comments from our users, and nice little head and arm.
We have a winner from Rollerz Jiu Jitsu. Up next from Team Hooligan, Isa
It is on
Apple.
Instagram now, so you can go check it out. Yes. Well, we do have super match, right? We have the 2
we
single
got
matches.
Yep. So
we have the female match, and that will be up once this entire bracket is completely done.
Yep. So after this first round of the tournament is done, these guys get a breather.
Grab the cage. I mean, is it illegal to grab the cage, right? I mean,
yeah.
the match, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna make sure Darren's told the guys that. I feel like it's definitely.
Yeah, he just gives warnings.
Yeah.
So who's that in there from Team Hooligans?
So now we are, let's see, Hooligans. So 2, Isa,
Isa Abel. Yeah, I think you're right, Jessica. That's Isa Abel on top from Hooligans. Gene Pereira just got the submission, stays in for Team Ronan.
It's both second guy too. It's interesting, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're both like he's the second guy and he's the second guy.
Yeah, it's number 2 versus number 2.
Wow.
Yep, we got 2 more team matches after this, and then we'll go into the singles.
You know what I'm a big fan of what Isa just did? That my coach tells me to do this. When somebody's sitting up, he actually pushes at the chest, right? So if the guy is sitting up, they push him down, right? Like if it
flatten him back out.
Flatten him and get him all the way on the ground. And I think it's an underutilized thing, especially when you get to these jiu-jitsu guys and they like to sit, right? They like to stay upright.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot easier to defend and even get up like that. But when you push them and they're rolled to their back, you know, I feel like that's a completely different it also shows some dominance in the match.
And look at
my
Issa
God,
Abel
oh my
pulling
God.
half guard, going for that foot. I can't even tell. He's got the arm.
Oh
It's,
my God.
Whoa,
Oh, that was
Issa
close.
Abel. How did he pull that out?
Man.
It looked like he first
Two
went for the
versus
leg
two.
and then transitioned to a Kimura and then got the straight arm bar. Unbelievable. Wow, beautiful submission there.
Submission, Issa Abel.
Issa
And
Abel will
next,
stay
from
in.
Team Rollerz Jiu Jitsu, Matthias Guada.
Guada is in.
This guy's he's got some fire in him. I like it.
Yeah, he's the freshman coming out with a head of steam.
Actually, no. Hey, so they just said it. The 10th Plan Hooligan. They're from Arizona, so they're not far. They're
Okay,
Oregon's way off,
so
thanks,
another
guys.
10th Planet. Wow, we got 10th Planet Arizona versus 10th Planet Las Vegas.
Well, if it gets down to that,
Yeah.
you know, if we find that on an end of the bracket, you know, right now it's we got Ronin Jiu Jitsu, which is Rafael Domino's team versus Team Hooligan, which is another 10th Planet team. So it's crazy. We got two 10th Planet
So we
teams
could have,
competing
yeah.
against each other.
Hey, they're from different cities. Who cares? Just a friendly competition.
Right? Ooh, oh my God.
Issa Abel with a little low kick there.
Oh.
See, like where does it stop being a sweep attempt and become a kick?
Oh my God! It turned into it.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Let's give them a break here. You know, they are athletes.
Yeah,
We're talking about
it's
people
cool.
who train in high competition setting. You know,
See,
they
some
want you to
guys,
get their best.
some guys
I'm
get
proud
carried
of them
away,
for that.
carried
They-
away with
they
those
really
head
brought it
taps
back. They
too.
brought it back. That's what I was saying. That pushing with the chest thing. You know, it starts to create like I don't know, almost a dominance thing. You know, and it becomes a little bit more scrappier.
As long as it's not like a Boss Root and palm strike. A little over 3 minutes left here. Pretty said nothing, no advantage so far.
I just thought of something else, and I feel like what happens if on the team you're halfway through into the second bracket, right? Say your team advances to the next round, but then somebody gets hurt from the last match and they can't compete in the next one. Does the team forfeit then, or can you get a replacement?
I mean, you probably just got to go on with 2 guys.
Oh my goodness, I never even thought of that.
Little
too.
handicap match.
I mean, there you go.
But then
you're
you
right.
get a stud in there like we saw in that
Okay.
first one and went through 3 guys. Who was that? Renan Enrique? No, 2 guys. He
Yeah.
actually lost in the third one.
That's an interesting thought. It's so cool. Again, another fun way to do another fun tournament to really just
Getting
see
creative.
what happens. You know, it's fun.
So you do. You have a little herb and get creative and brainstorm on how you can, you know, make the show a little different, stand out a little bit. You know,
Well,
definitely.
we already know we're the smoker's choice, so we know we definitely got that support.
And the whole submission grappling in a cage is definitely unique. We do see Chael's show do that up in Oregon as well, which shows that.
I think it's just fun for the
Forget.
fighters, you know? I think it's just fun for like fighters and people to try something
I hate
new.
when guys run off the mat, you know? It's
Yeah.
like something to contain them. I'm all for it. Nice defense there. So Mateus setting up the head and arm choke, and great chuck by Issa Abel, ends up on top, and that seems like it would be
That
an
leg kick.
advantage.
The one guy just now seeing the leg kick was definitely nasty.
Nice, setting up the half guard there. He went with a little elevator sweep with his hook. Did Mateus, he's on the bottom now, setting up that deep half. It looks really comfortable in it too. Expect him to roll, do a little front door, back door action.
Yeah.
and
That's
try to go
actually
for a sweeper.
pinnacle to one of the teaching techniques that, you know, I learned when I was there was that, like, when someone's on top of you like that, not to freak out, to be able to know how to work out of it, but also sweep them. From the
Yeah, you'd rock the boat, you know, back and forth. something's going to open up. He's going to have to base out and either get out the front or get out the back. And here he is going out the back door. Could Mateus finish this? But he's leaving his arm out. Oh, look at Issa's got that straight arm bar. We saw that in the UFC tonight. Oh, that's a dangerous position. You could really injure the arm easily. Good job defending it so far. He's really got to crank that thumb back.
Oh my goodness.
Nice job. Wow.
I was clenching right there.
Yeah, you don't see that too much in the UFC, and I saw one tonight in that heavyweight fight. And that is time, and who's going to get the advantage?
What's going on here?
They're out of time, but I'm not sure. You see, I'm confused who gets the victory. Do you get the advantage going for that submission? Yeah, here's the overtime. Yep. So it was a tie. Now we're going into subtle death. Overtime, one guy gets each chance, starting in a dominant position on his opponent's back. The nice seatbelt. They get 1 minute to go, and if no one wins after each person goes 1 minute,
Yeah,
then it goes into a sudden death. First point wins from their feet. So right now, Issa Abel on top, got the body triangle on, and he's fishing for a neck. See what he tries to set up here. He doesn't have a lot of time, so you really got to attack.
Got a minute. I mean, and the match continues.
Oh, now looks like he's going for it. Yes, beautiful. Look at that. Issa Abel gets the tap. So now he has to last more than 34 seconds, and he gets the victory. Nice. So Gene Pereira, he's got, 34 seconds to get it done.
Yep.
Or else it's Issa Abel that wins, and Team Hooligans that moves on. Issa Abel is out, and keep going, he says.
Yeah, well,
34 seconds.
You keep going. The match continues. If you get out, you keep going.
It's going to fly an armbar there, and this is it. 34 seconds. It is over. Issa Abel with the W. Team Hooligans moves on.
Wow.
Hooligans!
All right, Joe Tussing giving us some props there. Thank you, Joe.
Love it.
Crispy Karen.
I mean, Crispy Karen.
Love that.
Yo. Hey, what's up, everybody? Let me get y'all to make some noise, make some noise, make some noise. All
Good job, guys. Good job.
right, stay here. All right, guys, so I'm in here with the winners right now. I'm in here with Team Hooligans.
Yeah, Team Hooligans moves
What's
on.
up, Issa? I see you out there putting in some down work. How you feel about that? You know what? I'm going to come to you last because you can't breathe yet. I got you. So we're going to start over here. Your team's bloody. Hey, so now,
What camera am I looking at?
how we doing tonight? How you feeling about the event? How the team doing?
Dude, I love High Rollers. This is my second one. I love my team. We got a group called the Arizona Assassins. We're all from different gyms, but we're brothers. These two are like two black belts that took me under their wing, and they're the best. And I want to show you guys that they're the best, and they showed it right now. We're going to win this whole thing.
Oh, nice. Come on up here, brother. Come on, man. How you feeling tonight? How's things going? How'd you get the red lips? What's going on?
That was fun. Am I bleeding?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. That was fun. That was a great event, guys. 3 versus 3. It's been a dream since I was a white belt 12 years ago.
That's it?
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Come on, Issa. Come on in here, Issa. Come on, Issa. Make some noise for Issa, y'all. Make some noise. All right, brother. How you feeling tonight? How was the match? How's the event going? What you think about everything? Holla at us.
I'm high as fuck.
Yes.
I know that the first one was a good step over armbar. We've been working that. And then second guy, we're like, okay, let's wear him out and then submit him. So it worked out, and we're moving on to the next round. Thanks for having us.
All right. There we go, guys. Make some noise for Team Hooligan! Arizona! Woo! AZ!
Oh yeah. Just like that there. Oh yeah. Man, if that shit ain't wrong with rock nutrients, man, I don't want it.
You finna smoke like it ain't no tomorrow.
Oh yeah. What, before show, man? It's really nothing I do just special or just something repetitive or something that's like a ritual or anything, but I do like to get high a little bit. I smoke a little bit, not too much because, you know, I've still got work to do, and you got to smoke at work, because if I don't smoke at work and if I don't smoke while I'm at work, I'll get fired.
And now we are set for the third contest of the evening. Introducing first, Team Zenith Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Correction! Entering this cage first, 10th Planet Jiu Jitsu and their opponents, Team Zenith Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Make some noise. There's a big pop. Big pop. Oh, shit. Woo! Big pop. First, competing from 10th Planet Jiu Jitsu, Louis Blackzillion Navarro. And from Team Zenith,
right?
Nick Hartman.
Drago Hartman, white guy with the blonde hairs, taking on Louis Navarro, the darker skinned gentleman.
It's so funny when you try to describe like the one in the black. But you know, we're so fortunate. We should have said, you know, green and red.
Yeah, the black dude and the white dude.
Yeah.
Everyone gets that. Everyone knows who Drago is in here. Two guys.
I'm excited to see Louis take this up against the kid. Be careful, you gotta be careful of that.
And Louis trying to get that double on the cage, and that's how to get it, man. But fighting off a guillotine right now.
Oh my goodness. I forget sometimes, again, I have my screen. I'm over here like trying to peek around the octagon, you know, slash. trying to look around one of our sponsors.
Drew going for that neck again. Louis gives up the double leg, and they start again. Louis losing that cage, trying to get his hands locked. And he does, yep.
Beautiful slam.
Once you get those hands locked, it's pretty impossible to defend if a guy's got a good double. But attacking the neck, Louis gets out. So you hear...
this is a great... I love it. You know, and this is the first time I've heard any coaching.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's like, is that Tank Abbott in his corner saying to keep his head in the cage?
Right, man. Good coaching.
His old tank
I love
technique.
It.
Yep. Don't let him spin. Can't go for those arm bars with your head pinned against the cage. Nick Hartman.
You know what? See, you're doing
from
the same
bottom.
thing I do. You gotta look around. We have the screen right here. Helps us. I think it's the fighter in us. We're trying to like get around.
Oh, Nick setting up that triangle from the bottom. It looks pretty close. Louis could do a good job of keeping that right leg of Lou's in between
This
his.
guy's super flexible.
Yeah. He's going for that, looks like that go-go Pilata, trying to get the shin in front. Yeah, he's trying to get that instep of the foot right under the trachea of Louis, but Louis knows what's up. He's defending it well.
Gotta get past that leg. Gotta get past that leg. Wrong way, wrong way.
Oh, man, that hurts my knee just looking at it.
I know. These young guys, though, you know, they're very fortunate. Their bodies haven't been beat up and haven't been fighting as long, so.
Yeah, never got too good at the rubber guard.
You know, when I find someone super flexible, like those kinds of positions, I like to get them away from the octagon, you know, or like the outside of the octagon. I like to get them in the middle, you know, so that they don't have the ability to climb up with their legs.
Yeah.
Like the guy on the bottom is, you know, super flexible, and he likes to crawl up people with his legs.
There's Nick going for a Kimura there from the bottom, and he uses it to get a sweep. Beautiful. Ends up on top, and he's still got that Kimura. Let's see if he can do something with it. And he's going for it. See if he could switch to something. Well, he can still get this from here. Yeah.
It's a good matchup.
He's out of the half guard now, and he gets it. There's the tap.
Damn,
Nick Hartman, Kimura victory.
Super close there on that one.
Team Zenith BJJ.
Yeah, that's interesting because I
Nick
believe
Hartman.
that's Drysdale's team, correct? So we got a Drysdale's team versus.
All right, next from 10th Planet Jiu Jitsu, Mike Lady.
Here comes the captain, Mike
This
Lady.
is the captain now, huh?
Yes. Yeah, Mike Lady. I got
had
to see
you have him as the captain? Okay, I had Jordan, and Jordan's been the one that's competed. But honestly, who really knows?
Yeah, who knows?
They're both again. This guy's new to me. I've never heard of Mike before.
Oh, you got
but
a mean
look at him. We
double
got him
leg.
right
Wasted
down.
no time. Mike Lady, boom, passes the guard, gets a double leg, and you know, using that freshness against Nick. Nick just spent a lot of energy going for that Kimura, getting the finish there, and he's immediately got to go again. Let's see how.
The smoke's making me sneeze. Sorry, guys, I'm gonna
It's like a
sneeze in your
cloud in
face.
here.
I know. You guys should try. You should come sometime.
With Mike Lady on top, setting up the north-south choke. He must have
Oh
a
my
good one.
goodness. I mean, you know, again, one of the situations.
Yeah, he's fishing
where-
for it with the
where
arm in.
This guy, you know, who won this last match, had to really work hard. I mean, Louis not a small guy.
And this Mike Lady's got a guillotine, steps all the way over, and he's cranking it from the full mount. Oh, he's got it.
Oh my goodness.
Reminds
oh my
me of
goodness.
Luke Rockhover's
Oh my
Bisping,
God.
and there's the tap.
What a comeback, you know. What a comeback for this
Unbelievable.
team. Good job.
Mike Lady.
Who knew Mike?
Unbelievable guillotine.
Who knew Mike?
Saw him fishing for that stuff.
Next from Team Zenith, Drew Palomo.
Now Mike Lady stays in. And that's Morris Ayala from Team Zenith BJJ. I'm assuming. Pulls guard there. Oh, he's going for that inverted shoulder lock, and he gets it. Wow. Wow.
I'm lost. I can't even, that happened so fast. I need a replay.
It was that inverted
Next
shoulder
from 10th Planet Jiu Jitsu, Jordan Wirth.
Ate an elbow, then had to let it go. Wow, that was beautiful.
Wow.
He pulled guard.
I mean,
and you don't see people land that one much.
You don't. And here's Jordan again. You know, I mean, this guy's really, really known to be extremely good. Wow.
Morris Ayala jumps guard with the guillotine. And look, he's got to set up the triangle if he loses this. And this looks tight, though. Oh, my goodness. And boom, look at that, switches the triangle. Goodness. I love that one. You step over the arm on the way down, and then you got the option of the guillotine, option of the triangle. He switches to triangle. Let's see if Morris could finish him here.
I had no idea. Oh, see, this is what happens with those long guys like that.
Yeah,
really
he
tall.
fall back. Look at what a great
what
triangle defense there.
I love that. My brother, he was exceptionally good at those
now the
kinds of
Kimura.
movements. Wow. Those long legs, those long limber bodies, wow.
That's a cool way to defend the triangle. You don't see that. You just fall to your back. And Jordan's fighting for that Kimura. He's all over that thing.
I mean,
looks
I feel like
Morris,
he's trying to get his friend back.
looks like Morris is going to survive this, but no. Wow.
Wow.
Morris pulls his arm out. Good job. And look at that, attacking right away.
I love this. These are fun matchups. I mean,
Jordan Wirth, what a guard. Man, this guy attacking. You see that? And Morris goes for the foot. He went beautiful, went for the omoplata, then tried to switch to a foot lock, and then so did Morris. And there's Jordan with the inverted heel hook. Look at Morris spinning. That's what you got to do.
You can't stop going back. Oh my goodness. Wow.
What action. Great defense there, man. And he falls back on a calf crank. I love seeing guys attack like this. You know, that's what it's all about.
Me too. That's the best part of it. Like that is exactly what it's all about.
Transition, submission to submission. Battle the leg locks here. Jordan going.
Hey,
looks
someone
like
even brought it because of the damn mirror lock.
Wow.
About that last submission again.
I know, yeah, the inverted shoulder lock from the guard. From a guard pull. God, look at this flexibility here from Jordan on the bottom.
I mean, I had no idea Drew was this much of a savage himself. I know him from the local fight scene. He does some MMA training. I had no idea. Oh my goodness.
Man, they're moving so fast it's hard to keep up. Transition to Sanchez, another omoplata pull out into a leg lock.
Wow.
And look at this guard from Jordan. He's the kind of guy who could put his legs behind his own head. It's amazing. And it's really, the guys like this flexible have great triangles. And look at him trying to set that up here. He's got to get one of those arms out. Unless this is something, I don't even know what he's doing.
You know, again, this is Jordan's the last one on the team. It has to go to sudden overtime. You know,
10 seconds.
The rules. He's the last one on the team. And Drew's only the second guy. They're still a fresh guy.
Yeah, what's it going to be? God, how do you score this one? Both guys went for so many submissions I couldn't keep up.
It's overtime, though. It's overtime rules.
Overtime.
It's overtime.
All right, so they'll each get 1 minute.
Referee, your decision.
Oh, no, we have a decision.
Hell yeah.
Jordan.
From 10th Planet Jiu Jitsu.
Jordan gets it by
Jordan Wirth.
I mean, both guys went for a bunch of submissions. And it was hard to count.
And now, the final participant from Team Zenith, Morris Ayala.
Teams still get the chance to, keep
teams
going.
could still pull it off.
You know, I don't think Drew was happy with that decision, but, I always want to respect the refs. The refs see things a little bit different than us, but also know the game on such a level. Wow. again, Jordan had a hard match there, you know?
Exactly. That leg lock attempt was a little slow. He's a little fatigued, and there's a Kimura. Wow, beautiful Kimura.
Wow. They come back and win it. That was it.
So
wow. This team, I mean, Zenith came out just being, you know.
Who was that last fighter?
That
pulled
one
that off?
was Morris.
That was Morris.
Morris, yeah, that was Morris. Because Drew was the one in the middle. Drew was the one, you know, was unhappy. And
yeah,
wow, what a turnaround with that one. That was
so
crazy.
Team Zenith pulls it off there. And that's just, you know, a fresh, bigger guy against a guy who's a little fatigued, and he ends up on top.
Grappling is grappling, you know, sometimes.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for a fair match. Make some noise. All right, y'all, I'm here with the winning team, Zenith BJJ. Let's start this thing off. First thing first, let me know what you think about the event, how's things going. I know you feel you got a rough shake right there, but we're going to keep it pushing. Let us know what's up, baby.
Hey, first of all, I'd like to thank High Rollerz for putting on this event. You know, great event, good opportunity for everybody. Hey, you guys know Zenith brings out high grade.
Thank you guys for having us. Hey, man, we're just here to take heads and take souls. So what's up?
Y'all heard him, Zenith BJJ. We out.
How she know what to do with the pack when she keeps saying that she don't smoke? Why clothes smell like Kush when she keeps saying that she don't smoke? Why she keep blowing clouds in the air when she keeps saying that she don't smoke?
That's that motherfucking shit.
Introducing the first team, Team Stoner Bros. Get in there, fellas.
It's just so complicated.
And their opponents, Team Honey Badger.
Our last quarterfinal matchup.
Representing Team Stoners first, Miguel Enrique. And from Team Honey Badgers, Alika Anderban.
Are they with the Gracie family, or are they with, a Braza school? Are they a 10th Planet? I'm noticing I'm not really seeing that much.
Tiki's got it.
10th Planet, like they have theirs, but these guys.
Team Stoner Brothers is here in Vegas at Tiki Aquino. He's the captain, and he's got a gym at his place in his garage.
But what's their affiliation?
You got me. I just know
Right?
he's the captain. He teaches at his place.
Tiki has went up against Darren a couple times, and Tiki is extremely good. I love when I see the competitors wearing old shirts, or maybe even purchase this. This is the Stoner rash guard was from when we did Cops versus Stoners.
I think that's Miguel Enrique
Miguel's
for Team Stoner Brothers, and Alika Anderman for Team Honey Badger. Right now, Alika on top. Miguel trying to get back up. Good job of keeping him down there. Pulling him in, trying to pass that half guard. He's got him on the fence there. Needs a good underhook there with that left arm.
I mean, you know what, again? I think we see guys, it makes me wonder if they have any MMA experience, because these guys have been using the cage very well.
Yeah.
And even feeling comfortable being able to be on it.
Yeah, both
and
guys.
How many times does a jiu-jitsu school practice up against the wall? They just don't do it. This is a different niche, and I think it's really cool to see the grapplers being hybrid. They're like hybrid grappler fighters.
Yeah, last show there were actually a couple guys who had fought in like Bellator and UFC and some bigger shows. Who knows? Some of these guys might have MMA backgrounds. You might be right.
Or a lot of times, I don't know how you used to run your camps. Sometimes, when we were going up against really good grapplers, we bring grapplers in to spar, like in our sparring sessions, or, work with them. So they almost, like I was allowed to push them against the cage, even though they never, had done that. So they got that experience for helping me train for a fight.
That's a good point.
So I think we're seeing that more. And sometimes these grapplers get to make a little bit of money on the side. From being a part of these big teams. I paid some of the girls I've grappled with, $50, $100, just for a couple 5-minute rounds. I love this. I love girlfriends supporting Natalie. This is awesome. It's her. Looks like
Natalie,
she's Team Honey
Team
Badger.
Alika cheering
that's
on her
awesome.
man.
That's sweet. Not a girl. Supporting her man the right way.
So Alika fishing for that guillotine a few times, and you just saw Miguel try to jump one, get him back there. A little Russian arm tie from Alika. Let's see if he could do anything with it.
Exceptional. Do you think that these guys knew who was on the teams beforehand? Right, so they got a chance to think about how they were gonna skillfully match up against each other. That's
strategy.
Again, another strategy way to even work through all that. That alone is something special. There's so many grapplers nowadays. You definitely know how some of these names stick out, but.
It was a good little takedown from Alika. He had a Russian arm tie, and when Miguel pulled out, he just locked up the double leg, hips against the fence. Got an easy takedown there, low energy. A little over a minute left here.
Wow.
And I think Alika gets points for those takedowns.
you know, again, not necessarily points, but it just looks in the favoring, you know, for him. You know, like it looks good, like you're working. And I think sometimes, you know, in MMA, or not MMA, but jiu-jitsu even, that they don't spend any time attacking and they forget that the ref is looking for that also. You know, it's again, you're not getting submitted, but you still need to attack. You still got to try. You know?
Yeah, I've been getting into judging lately, and that's what I look for. Who's defending whose game?
Yeah,
you know?
Who's showcasing more athletic MMA ability or jiu-jitsu
Yeah,
ability?
I don't like seeing guys
you know,
on top just space out and defend and pull out of triangles and get the win, you know?
No, risk it a little bit. You know, we're gamblers.
Yeah.
That's what really ultimately, you know, grapplers and fighters are. We're gamblers.
Yep, because you get X amount to show and double to win. That's
Thank
gambling.
you. I just got my hoodie. Purple's the color lately.
Alika taking the back here. No, good job of going back to his back, not giving up the back. Back in a half guard is Miguel. And this is over. I believe Alika has the advantage. Let's see.
Referee, your decision.
Yeah,
yes.
I like that. I like that decision.
Alika Anderman will stay in here. Next, Tiki Aquino is going to come in from
Next from Team Stoner Bros, Tiki Aquino.
Yeah. Make some noise, people. Wake up.
I mean, Tiki is such a good competitor.
Tiki in the tie-dye. Kind of goes, shoots a single right around to the back, and that freshness shows, gets a beautiful takedown.
Love it. Love the cage takedown. I love the aggression. Be careful with that arm.
Oh, he tried to spin around like the
goodness.
GSP versus Matt Hughes half guard Kimura defense armbar. He stays on top. Nice little pass over, still in the half guard. Trying to set up, looks like he's trying to isolate an arm there. Nice little scramble there. Good job to stay on top. That was a little ankle band, I think, came off. Yep, reminds me of the Pee Wee wrestling days wearing those things.
Wow. Tiki's got to be so heavy, like, and hard on top to get off. I feel like every time I see him, he's got great balance, good awareness of like space, and
needs to get that leg out. If he does, it looks like he's going to try to set up a topside triangle, which I actually like. You know, if you even don't get it, you just stay on top.
Right.
Don't need to roll to your back. Good job of surfing his opponent there, does
again,
Tiki.
he's showcasing skill. He's putting on a show, and you know, judges and referees like that. You know, I think that's something that, you know, us as athletes, you know, we gotta remember that.
And that's the concept. Like when you play on top, see how Tiki's keeping all his weight on his opponent, you know?
I mean, he's doing a very good job with that knee on belly.
Yeah, you make your opponent carry you all the time, and that's very draining. Tiki spend most of the time on top.
That knee on belly is just, you know, extremely, extremely hard to get off.
Yeah, just really good job of transitioning from half guard to knee on belly. But
coming right along.
Alika
last one.
has done a good job of staying in that half guard until now.
A lot of pressure on him. I mean, that's a lot of energy rolling around with someone on top of you like that.
Yeah, and TK was the fresh guy coming in here. See if Tiki could take his back. Looks like he's got it. Pull him up on that knee. Good defense there from Malika. Looked like he's going to get his back taken, but he still managed to fish his half guard back. A little over a minute left. Like Tiki just trying to set up the Americana, now a little head and arm choke. You could usually...
You know, I've got to work with Jake Shields on his head and arm choke, and I see it so much more now. Like, when I see people serving up top there, him showing, you know, some of these little fine techniques that you just, you know, can use, and you can execute it so much better. I feel like he's definitely got some of those positions right now. Seconds left, and you know, we find a winner here.
Oh, nice sweep there. Malika, let's see if he could finish it. Tiki fighting it. They go for the guillotine. Malika, oh
my goodness.
Tiki's able to pop his head out.
This is hard. This is going to be a hard one to split up.
Wow.
Wow, great matchup, guys. I like that one.
Referee, your decision. Okay, Tiki Aquino.
I mean, again, I think it really just comes down to that pressure on top and, again, showcasing something. I think Alika was really, really good. I mean, I feel like he just got caught underneath. Hey, it's not over, though. The team still can compete.
And he almost gave up that sweep at the end, but he didn't. He kept fighting it, and Alika went for the guillotine, didn't get it.
Still have a chance. We're still, you know, they're both on their second guy now.
So this is Hosea Kim in there, right? For Team Honey Badger.
So I have it as
Tim Silva.
Tim Silva, yeah, it's Tim Silva versus Tiki right now. We got both number 2s. Tiki's been in there a little longer.
All right, Chris loving my old school UFC references. Thanks, Chris Reveal.
You gotta love when the fans, you know, feel like they have something in common with you, you know. And I mean, you're a legend. You've been around. You know when you see good technique, and sometimes people need those good references that you give them. You know, they aren't as experienced as we are.
Yeah, right. I'm glad you remembered the Frank Mir Pete Williams inverted shoulder lock.
I feel like you gotta give Frank Mir some credit. He's got a lot of those moments. Submission and like crazy moments. If it wasn't him being the crazy moment or him creating the crazy moment.
Yeah, he has. When he broke Nogueira's arm,
right?
My goodness.
And you know, beating, you know, Brock, right?
Yeah, the knee bar versus Brock.
I mean,
yeah, I was front row for that.
Stuff. We're gonna have to talk about getting Frank maybe in here in one of our matches.
Yeah, he's a beast on the mic. He could talk.
Well, we gotta get him in here to match. Get him on the
that's
grappling,
right.
and then we'll bring him over to our table.
He'd do it.
I think he would.
I know him and Forrest had a match at, I think it was a Naga. I could be wrong though, but they definitely had a grappling match here in Vegas not too long ago. Tim Sylvia with the takedown.
Wow. I mean, you got to think Tiki's been in there a while now.
You know, you hear Tim Sylvia and you think of the old UFC heavyweight champ. But no, we got a Tim Silva in here for Team Honey Badger, and he isn't 7 feet tall. Oh, Tim Silva. Is he going to get swept? Nice. Tiki Aquino with the little elevator. But Tim
Tiki's kind of
gets
good
back
for
to
that.
his
He tries
feet.
to mesmerize his opponents, make it super unorthodox. Like, you have the hand movements there a little bit, you know? I mean, it's untraditional, but I mean, what's traditional in this sport?
It's like a form of hypnotism.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like a feint, I guess, right? Could you use it that way?
Yeah.
They're focusing on that.
Let's see if Tiki could get his half guard game going here. He's going for it.
He's got
See
that
if he
foot.
can
He's
get that
doing a very
underhook
good
and
job
come
of.
out the back here. There he goes.
Oh my goodness.
There he goes. Can he get the back of Tim?
Wow.
Yes.
That
What a
was
sweep.
incredible.
Beautiful. Just under 2 minutes left. You
Tiki
think
have
that's
any
got to give him
fights?
an advantage?
Is he a
No,
fighter?
he's
no,
fresh.
Just a grappler, huh?
I think so. Pretty sure. Oh, good job of saving that.
Wow.
Oh, but now
man,
Tim gets the
I'm telling
sweep.
you, Tiki's been in there a minute. You know, I mean, we have to wonder about
Yeah,
fatigue starting to get to
fatigue
him.
setting in. It looked like he defended that sweep, and then Tim ended up getting it. Ends up on top here, and I think this is tied now, right? It's so hard to keep track of the score. Who's
You
got
see
the
this? My son
advantage?
said no slapping is Tiki.
Oh, look, Tim on the side now.
I
He's
mean,
getting Tiki's
Tim's-
back. He's got a minute left. Let's see how his back
Oh.
game is.
Again, this is.
Oh, he got it.
Oh,
Wow, he slid that. It looks like, that.
Wow,
Oh, it looks
okay.
like Tiki defended.
They did a good job.
Wow.
He's got his arm in there. I don't see the choke there anymore, but you know, obviously it's going to be now a fight.
Good job of defending that. Tim going after the neck. Tiki
Wow.
gets back up. He lands up on top. Wow.
Incredible.
Tim
Give it
trying
to
to
Tiki.
pop the hips.
Tiki's been in there almost 10 minutes now.
Yeah, fatigue's definitely a
Two
factor,
guys,
but
two
he's still
different
going
guys.
for it. Gets Tim's back.
I like
Almost. Yes, fatigue setting in. He just looked too tired to get up. Tim going for the arm bar, under 10 seconds left. But this may give him the advantage.
This could, I mean, wow. My goodness. What a match.
Glad I'm not scoring.
Referee, your decision? Oh yes, from Team Honey Badger.
Wow.
That leaves our last participant for Team Stoner Bros. Make some noise for Chepe Machine
Again,
Gun!
Great match. You know what? That's a great fact. They should have a few seconds. Get a drink of water real quick. You know?
Yeah, yep.
Utilize that time. This is going to be
Fix your
interesting content,
shorts
getting
or
people next
something.
time to.
And that's got to be Sepe Mariscal, the fresh one who just got the back of Tim.
Yeah. Proud of you for pronouncing that one correctly.
Man, he's going for it. Setting up the straight armbar here. And he's got a good one. Nice. He's in a good position to finish this. And he's going to get it.
My
Nice.
goodness. Wow. Arm
Beautiful
for arm.
armbar.
Came out there and redeemed his homie and was like, I got the arm. Don't worry, bud.
Sepe Mariscal, Team Stoner Brothers.
Oh yes. Our last participant from Team Honey Badgers, make some noise for Tim Silva!
I had him wrong. That was Hosea Kim.
That's who that was. Okay.
So my bad, Hosea. That was Hosea Kim. This is Tim Sylvia.
I think, you know, we have to
Silva.
wonder if, you know, these guys didn't change the order a little bit on this.
Yes,
you know?
they changed
Last
the order
minute
on
changes.
us. So he did. He
You know,
did
again-
look more like a Kim, you know. So was wrong on that one. I apologize. And now Tim Silva in.
Well, we have an eye poke there? Was that
Yeah, a little
eye poke?
inadvertent eye poke. Good job of shaking it off. Good shuck by. Oh, I love that. Sepe Mariscal with some moves here. Goes again. Same shuck twice in a row.
I feel like that's another good move. A wrestler. Well, he must be a wrestler.
Yeah.
For saying that, which is good though, because when people grab your neck like that, those throw-bys are good. That's a basic defense that is underused.
And I noticed that in fighting, like you land a move once and it's open. He went back to it, boom, a second time right in a row and landed
He's definitely got some
it.
wrestling experience.
Yep.
Wow.
Nice little judo toss there.
These guys, this is great. You know, I think this guy must be a MMA fighter.
Yeah, it looks like it. He's great takedowns on the cage.
Wow.
Sepe Mariscal gets a takedown. He's on top, and he's been in there a little bit now. His conditioning looks phenomenal, though. Maybe he does fight some MMA too.
He has to. I mean, them shorts remind. Come on, you gotta.
Yeah, right.
You know when you see the old school fight shorts. You know when you can still have sponsors on you.
Yeah, those got to be from an MMA match. With Tim Silva on guard and on his half guard from the bottom. Got Sepe Mariscal on top, blowing some kisses there to some fans in admiration here. What confidence.
You know, some people thrive like that in the fights. You know, when they're a little bit sassy. You know, kind of. Again, they're them like hand movements. You know, again that like almost like feints.
Little dance there. Tries to shuck by again. Tim got wise to it. Look, he's dancing, having fun in there.
Oh man, nice both of them. What nationality do you think he is?
What kind of what?
Nationality, with a name like that.
Sepe Mariscal?
Sepe?
Sepe, yeah, but it sounds...
Oh, nice.
Maybe like Central South America,
Oh my
Argentina.
goodness. Wow. Man, I am just loving the action we're seeing. We're seeing some really cool moves being pulled out. Some explosive throws,
Yeah, and
trips.
then Tim Silva representing us old guys pretty well. He's got the gray in his beard, just like me, loving it. There's Sepe, gets
Wow.
the takedown.
I mean,
Good
we're now,
wrestling,
this is the last
smooth.
match, you know?
This is
is
it,
the last
3 versus
match.
3. Who's going to move on to the semifinals? Sepe with the back at Tim. But did it look, rolls right back to his back. That's smart, really smart.
Incredible match so far.
And that's what you do, you know? Like, guy's really good on the back. You know he is. Right when he gets that one hook in, roll to your back. Don't even play around.
Don't stay there. Don't, sometimes, and you know, some guys will settle
In
too long. and they
MMA,
wait too
yeah,
long.
you let him get on the back
Yep.
and just stay there. Drives me nuts. Yeah, just immediately roll to your half guard.
Definitely some hard-fought battles in this last
Yeah, it
matchup.
is.
You know,
Good
I mean, we're down to
scrambles
the
here.
last ones. Last 2 guys
minute.
before we get to
Good
our
instincts
purple
there.
belt matchup. You know, our single match before we enter the, you know, the second round of the tournament.
Sepe lets Tim up there. Just over 30 seconds left.
Oh wow.
Nice. Yeah, that wrestling's just something else.
Absolutely. You can just see it. You just see how he moves and
Yeah, great instincts.
I mean, both guys though.
Look at him pulling him back here. Pulling him back to his in front of his fans. This is where he was saying hi to the people in attendance here that
Yeah.
came to cheer him on. Smart. Drag him back by your coaches, and that is the end of this one.
That's wow.
I think Sepe got that one, if I'm
No,
Yep.
so now this is the rules for the overtime, right? Because they're the last ones, so they go to the overtime.
I don't know how they're scoring this.
No, they're not. So it goes to our rule set where it's the overtime
sudden
rule set
death, yeah,
because it's both last guy.
Okay, so you can't win by an advantage.
No, there's no more.
like that.
You gotta again. It goes to the overtime, which our rules.
Oh, Sepe on the back going for the armbar. He should get this one. He's got a good armbar.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
He got the tap. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Wow.
Great transition. Great matchup.
Team Stoner
impressive.
Brothers.
Impressive. Very impressive.
Sepe Mariscal. What confidence.
Very impressive.
What swagger. Great wrestling and great finish there with an armbar.
So that's our last team. Team Stoner, correct?
Yes, they're going to face Team Zenith BJJ in the semifinals. Oh, wait, no, that's right. He's got to, yes.
Well, that's right. But he has to get, oh man, I broke that a little too
he's
fast,
got to get
guys.
it. He's got to tap him out. Quicker, yup.
And now the match keeps going. It keeps going.
Once it goes past the time that Sepe tapped him out.
Yep, then it will stop. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Sepe tapped him pretty quick, so this should end here, and there it is.
Wow. Great
Wow,
matchup.
Team Stoner Brothers moving on.
Two Las Vegas teams against each other.
Smoke train repeat. Amen.
And
Wes
the
Farmer.
winners, Team Stoner Bros. Moving on
MMA Heights
to the
was
next
too
round.
busy reading the chat. He missed the submission. That's what you get.
Looks like I have to rewatch it.
Well, we'll give you a shout out from here on. Pay attention to the match. If there's anything important going on the screen, we'll let you know.
And that's it. We're on to our first single match. Oh, they're bringing out the team. Let's hear what they have to say.
Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me get y'all high asses to wake up one more time and make some noise. No. Let me get y'all high asses to wake up one more time and make some noise. There we go. All right, y'all, I'm in here right now with the winner team, Stoner Bros. So go ahead, guys. Tell me a little bit about how the night's going. Tell me what you think about this. We're going to start down here.
Man, I'm hella stoned. This day's just flying by right now. What, are we going again? Yeah. Oh, man.
It's going great, getting stoned and getting into the flow, Yeah.
Puff, passing it on to the next team. Let's go.
All right, enough said. See y'all in the next round. We out.
Talking about an entrepreneurial, when you're talking about an original staple of the cannabis game, a part of everything that cannabis has to do, the legalization of it, cookies come up.
Cookies and OG, come to my crib, we blow by the hour. We from the north, yeah, that way. No. Fat cookie blunt in the ashtray. Ice inside my TikTok, those cookies, no Frisco.
Smoking super cookies, I might fly away. Smoking cookie by the case. Smoking cookie for my appetite.
Back, smoking cookie out the package.
Rolling up big blunts out a pound of cookies.
Yo, salute my homie Burner, partners over at Cookies. Proud to announce Collins Ave. You know, this is a huge move for the cannabis industry.
Look how bored he is. Look how many blunts he rolled already. Back to back for no damn reason.
You already know we here. My nigga Burner turning up one time.
Yo, I smoked that Gary Payton. That shit was legendary. Shout out to Burner.
And you are an owner of a brand that is a world-renowned brand and a strand of marijuana.
In Barcelona, bro. Cookie's on my mind every day. You know what it is, man. Cookie take over the motherfucking world.
Gentlemen,
yeah.
This bout is the #1 contender for the Purple Belt High Rollers Championship, set for 6 minutes. Introducing first, Luke Sanchez.
And wait for like the pilot, the flight attendants were gonna tell on me and all that.
And his opponent, Roman Murray.
It's really not that big of a deal. It's like your mom find out, it's like, I'm not telling Dad that you were smoking weed.
And the referee in charge, Darren Branch.
Here we go. Our singles match. It's finally up. It's a purple belt one. I like seeing the purple belts, compete. They're not quite, at the level of the brown, and they're, sometimes using these kinds of matches.
Sometimes they are.
Let's say they're using these matchups to get their brown. Beat their best purple belt.
Sometimes you see, the Diaz brothers were purple belt. Like Cesar Gravesy keeps guys purple belts forever. I remember when Jake Shields and Nick were still purple belts, and you're like, just give them their black belt. They're submitting guys in the UFC on the reg. All right, who's who here?
So the one guy,
Luke Sanchez is the white guy.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Well, let's see here.
Or
no, I think
that's
Luke,
Roman.
No, Luke is Luke over here. Roman is the one in
the taller
purple
one?
and purple, and then we got purple and green. I think purple and green is Luke Sanchez.
And Roman Murray is the taller one.
I mean, I think so, with the red hair, and Sanchez is a very Spanish name, so I feel as if, we might be there on that one.
I'm gonna ask. Yes, Luke in the green shorts.
I trusted my better judgment on that one.
Good call. Roman in the purple and
Luke
purple.
Sanchez, I'm believing he's a Zenith coach. Or is he a guy from Zenith, which is Robert Dreiser's. I could be wrong, though.
They are both the #1 contenders here at High Rollers in the purple belt division, and this will really see who's the #1 guy. Oh, Luke going for that leg lock there. Good defense there from the top. That's what you do. That's how you got to.
Wow, we got the pass. He got the top mount.
Guy's a good red leg lock. You got to straighten his body out. They need to curl up on a ball to get into that position most of the time. So good job there from Roman Mori on top.
My purple is matching their purple. I am too a purple belt. I feel like I've been a purple belt for a couple years now. I feel like it's so hard though to work past that purple belt when I have to worry about fights and training and doing the other stuff.
Oh yeah,
but definitely work at it.
I was on the extended program. It took me like 12 years to get my black belt.
They even told us, look, we could have just talked to MMA Heights. Thank you. I thought Sanchez was the green short.
Thanks, MMA Heights. But right now, Roman Mori in a full mount. He's looking to tie up an arm here. You see him going for that Ezekiel from the top, setting up an armbar here. And he's in a good position.
Depending on how that person defends it, it's either an armbar or a back take.
Yeah.
When you're in those positions.
Now with the body triangle, fishing for the neck here. And it looks like he's got something. See if he can get that arm behind the head.
Oh, yeah,
yes, there's the tap. Roman Mori, rear naked choke, and boy, is that guy a beast on the back. Got that body triangle in.
We have a winner, ladies and gentlemen, by submission.
Made it look easy.
Raise his hand and make some noise for Roman Mori.
Roman Mori is the #1 purple belt here at High Rollers. Congratulations to him. I wonder if he gets his brown after tonight.
Again, one of those situations where, maybe coaches here and...
Let me get the whole name
That's
one
how
time.
you get it.
Roman Mori.
Y'all remember that shit. You hear the way he said it? With confidence. So, Roman, you just won the #1 contender match with me. You going straight to the champ next. And you also get this nice, lovely piece of hardware right here. Yeah, man, so you get to take that home with you. Shout out to Shop Chronic on the trophies. It's one of our trophies for the Elite 8 tournament. So, Roman has the title shot coming up next against our purple belt champ, who is also a beast. Anything you want to say to him and talk about the event a little bit? I'm going to let you take the mic for a second. Do your thing. Talk that shit.
Well, this is my second time on. Thank you for having me back again. Thanks to my competitor. Thanks to my coaches, Burchak, Willie, everybody that came out with me. And to the champion, get ready. I'm going to get ready, and I'm going to take it to you.
Gonna fucking take it to you. That's all we got, baby. See you soon. The next one should be a fucking barn burner for the bell. Hey, y'all, make some noise one more time, y'all. We having a good time tonight? We'll go buy some damn merch then.
of the Elite Eight. Introducing first from Team Goleta Logs, Joey Lester. And his opponent, representing Team Hooligans, Willie on Claire.
The third one now, he's leading it off.
And who's this?
And this is on Hooligan. Let's see here.
Oh, yeah.
Jose? No, Willie.
Yes, everyone at home, that's Willie Audifer. Willie Audifer, right? Versus Joey. There's two Joes there. Damn it. Joey Lester, right?
I believe so. I'm looking here.
I knew this would be a problem tonight, just keeping up with 24 people, you know? You just met most of them.
It's
so.
like sometimes like when we have the names listed on the rash guards, or you know they see something that we're able to use. I mean, Joey's definitely a lot smaller than him.
Yeah, big size
I think
advantage.
that size,
Willie
again,
on top.
being on top.
Got a full mount here.
But again, I think that, number 3 and number 3 have to go against each other. I think that's what they did because these guys are fresh. They never got to compete in the first round.
Yeah, it looks like Willie's setting up the head and arm choke here. Gave it up. And he's going to switch into an arm bar. Oh, takes the back. That was smooth. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
He's got that
That's
rear
in there.
naked
That's
choke.
deep. That's
yep,
deep.
got the hand behind his head. Some heart here from Joey. He's holding off. See, sometimes the smaller guys,
They have
the
them
necks.
next. I'm a big fan of this one. When that one doesn't work, get that
ISO
elbow
grip,
jam.
and he got it. Nice. Willie Audifer. Boom. Rear naked choke early in this one, and he will stay in there. Thanks, 10. We got 10th Planet Jiu Jitsu Tucson saying that Willie's been on EBI qualifiers and submission
That's
underground.
what I was saying. I met him at a submission underground.
Brandon Enrique!
Because I was by myself and it was during COVID time. So I went out there and competed. I wasn't allowed to take my coach. But the 10th Planet.
Itching. He just gave you a little wave there.
See, I'm trying to give him some love. That entire team was extremely welcoming. I can't say enough great things about him. I mean, this is a great matchup. These are two very high-level teams.
And this is
remember, he was there. He was a sleeper in that the first time.
He actually stayed in for
2 rounds.
Yep.
3 or 3 almost. I want to believe he was in there.
So Willie versus Renan, nice little sweep there. Little no-gi judo there from Renan, and he goes for the footlock immediately. And yes, he liked these in his first matches.
Wow, nice
good scramble,
scramble.
good defense from both guys. Back to their feet.
Man.
Both slapping their chest like gorillas out there.
Just out there doing man stuff, being manly. I think that's like that's like a funny joke thing. I think Kevin Hart did it to say with your chest.
Well, we get it from the gorillas the baboons like to beat on. I love that too when I see it at the zoo. Oh, Renan goes for that same
looks like
sweep
there was a
that
grandpa
just
in there, the
worked.
last guy that just was in there. That's awesome. I love seeing all levels, all age levels do our competitions,
Yeah, all sizes, all age levels. Get young guys with the old guys, big guys with the little guys. And see, Renan landed that little judo foot sweep there and went back to it, but didn't work that second time. But that's what you got to do. When something works, you go back to it.
Man, we'd like to see some of those throw-bys again, you know? And these guys
The
just
shuck.
clink, the shucking, and, you know, and they're grabbing a hold of each other.
Willie warned him about watching the head. Yeah, those wrestlers like to dig that head. There goes the arm
my
bag. He
goodness.
missed it. Willie grabs a single leg, going for the back, trying to do the pull behind.
I practice a lot of this, and Willie and I definitely can see the difference of a jiu-jitsu and a wrestler. Anytime you have two hands on one leg, it stays two hands on one leg until you're moving them, right? Like you can get both legs together.
Yeah.
So he went up to the waist, and that was something I learned a lot in this last camp, is not going up to the waist. Keep two hands on that single leg until you get it, or until you can double off where you get both legs together.
So you're not a fan of grabbing that
Coming
love
around
handle?
the waist, no. I just feel like you end up going 50-50, you know? That person
Yeah.
can whizzer back in, and I just realize I see that so much.
Looks like Renan's bleeding a little bit on the bridge of the nose there. See, that's what happens when you have the big white guy nose like that. Yep, he's got a cut on the bridge, and yeah, that's the
Hey, we got a little
disadvantage
bit
of
of a-
having a nose bridge.
You know? I mean, sometimes that happens, a little bit of blood in a bloody sport.
I always envied guys with those little button noses.
You know,
that
we've
didn't
always
break.
been very fortunate, though. None of our, athletes have ever been hurt or injured before, so I think that we're very fortunate for that. You know, no one's been seriously hurt to the, the point of stitches or being, concussed,
Yeah, remember the old Tough Man show, the 1 minute rounds boxing? There were like 2 deaths in that, and there still hasn't been 1 death in the UFC. Isn't that amazing?
It's fortunate. We're fortunate.
Renan on the back here of Willie, and he's got a good little backpack game, back control. Like how he's stretching that right leg out. And there he's going for the neck.
Oh, I can see it over there.
And
Oh.
looks like he might be able to.
Wow.
Nope. Good defense there from Willie. Yeah, good job from Willie getting to his back. Minute and a half left in this one. Renan on top. Willie in his half guard on the bottom.
Oh, did you see him go for that wrist lock a little bit there? Those wrist locks are annoying. They're definitely not fun to have happen to you. I mean, they at least take you away, make you pay attention to it.
Yep.
Take your focus away. Good job, Willie. Both these guys are really, really...
Down to the last minute in this one. Renan versus Willie.
I feel like we're definitely looking at some jiu-jitsu guys, though, with their ability to... No one's using the cage.
Yeah.
They're staying in the middle. I love those arm throws, man. I am a huge fan of them. But sometimes the arm gets pulled out.
Yeah, I mean,
I
a
love when
lot
people
harder
try
without
it.
that gi on.
Sweaty too. You gotta know when to do that move. It's definitely one of my favorites. Do you know the longest time I didn't know that it really wasn't called a Jap wizard? That's one of my first years, and they were like, Jessica, you can't say that. I'm like, I didn't know that. I had no idea. Thought everybody called it that. Right? Isn't that what you called it?
Yeah.
But that's, in
That's what we
these
called
new
it back
years,
in,
you
like,
can't really
wrestling
say
when I
it.
was
Referee
10
your
years old.
decision.
Yeah.
But now it's an arm throw.
Running
You
from
gotta
Team
be careful.
Goleta
You don't know
Logs.
what it is.
And now from Team Hooligans, Isa Abel.
He was a beast in
Well,
that
wait a minute,
first
this
round.
is the kicker, so we gotta
Yes.
see. I think we got, you know, as we see over in that corner, you see some other MMA fighters. Is that Anthony over there? Another fellow UFC fighter in the corner, you know? Maybe you showed him a little bit of kicking moves before.
Both guys doing a little neck wrestling so far. Collar
You almost,
tie-in.
why not, like I said, if that collar tie, like bump it up and just come underneath the double. You know, why not? We haven't seen anybody explode through that. You know, like hit the arm up and just come in with both.
Little warning here. Both guys smacking each other. Ref's telling them to calm it down. No striking here. Issa with the little guard pull. Sick of playing the neck wrestling game. See if he could get anything going from his back.
Okay.
Nice job of seeing that leg attack coming in.
Wow.
Yep, and now's where you
I mean,
could
both
see
these
the
guys are
fatigue coming in a little. Reenan's been in there a while now, going on 10 minutes.
These guys are just slapping each other. Have you got to see any of that yet on ESPN? Those games, the slapping?
I love that.
Full
you
on.
just got to sit there and take it too.
I just,
Like,
who would have
you
known?
can't even roll with the punch. You just
Who would even,
brace.
right? You got to just keep your neck
Yes.
nice and strong. Do you think hand size plays into advantage?
Oh,
I mean, you got to think
definitely.
in wrestling, you know. I mean,
Big,
you know when
meaty
you
paws.
when you're wrestling and grappling, like you could tell when you're like, oh, someone has big hands, they have heavy hands. You know, I wonder if that's.
For sure.
I don't know. A whip is, you know, small. I mean, do you bring your hand together closer?
You see the guy who's the champion, he's got these big banana fingers, meat paws. Issa Abel going after that foot there. He's got good foot locks. I like how he stays on top of the leg and doesn't give up position. He almost did there, though. Halfway through this one, Heenan fatiguing a little. Issa Abel's the fresher guy. Look at that. Heenan put his back on the bench, put his arms out like Jesus, and got double legged. Kind of asked for it there. Another warning from the ref. This is getting heated in there. Yeah, you saw Heenan get a little cocky, dare Issa to come take him down, sat on the cage, put his arms out like Jesus
Bad
Christ.
timing, you know.
And then Issa went under, grabbed it, snatched up the double and got it, finished it.
I feel like they're finally right here in front of us. The action's right here. I feel like nobody's been bringing us the action over here. They've been going to their own corners. It feels very selfish.
Alejandro Rosales, respect to his grandpa. He fought hard. Wow, he got a
That's what I was
grandpa on
telling
the
you. I
card.
was so excited. You see all levels, you know, in all ages.
Right now, Issa Abel on top, just over a minute left. He's got a crucifix right here. Let's see if he tries to set up, attacking that. I love attacking that right arm from here.
You know, one of the things I like to step through is do that reverse triangle. Like step
From
over,
the
I would
bottom.
take my right, like, yes.
Yes. Yep, now he's attacking that right arm. No. Got 30 seconds
Again, we got
left. He
this
needs
nice
to go
pin
for
here.
it.
We got to go for something. You know, we
Yeah,
got to
you got
see
the
some type of.
straight arm, the Kimura there, topside triangle if you step over.
I want to see some kind of action behind these guys. Let's go.
Reenan shaking his arm, kind of defending there. He knows what Issa's going for on top. And he's scrambling, trying to get out valiantly. 10 seconds left, and man, got to give him credit. Fighting hard.
I don't
And he
know
gets
how we're
out.
going to score this one. I don't know where we're
Nice.
going with it. Time's up, guys. Wow.
Does Issa get it from that takedown?
Referee, your decision.
Yes, Issa.
Oh yes, from Team Hooligans.
Moving on. I think we're down to 1-1 again.
Yes.
Next up from Team Goleta Lux,
yeah.
Joe
So Issa's is second. Remember, he's 2 because Willie was first. This is their last guy, you know, over here. So with Team Goletti, this is their last guy.
Joe Tussing.
Yeah, this is the last guy.
Yes. So Joe Tussing,
I don't think we've seen this gentleman compete yet.
didn't he
for
get a quick
Goletti.
tap last time?
Did he?
Issa Abel, now he's looking for a little breather. I don't blame him. Working hard. Joe Tussing got him on the cage with an underhook.
Again, see, I like when the arm comes down. See, he would have been able to get both. There we go, both legs together.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of. I learned so much how much having that arm around the waist when you're going for the takedown just stops from getting the takedown. 2-on-1 for as long as you can until you get both together.
Yeah, it was a smooth takedown from Joe there. Pulled guard, then immediately sat up, caught both legs, and was able to get the sweep.
You know, one of my favorite positions, like in MMA, when someone was holding onto the guard, you almost like fake to grab the ankle before you come down with a hard strike.
Oh,
you ever
here?
think that someone would try to just like almost a feint, you know, like throw a fake punch, you know? Is that wrong? Is that in our, I don't think that's in our rule set. Like, why can't you? It'd be a feint.
Yeah.
I mean, why not, right?
It's like
if
that
you could
gray
do like,
area again.
yeah. Wow.
Nice guard pass from Joe.
Again, we're down to the wire. This is one of the last competitors to compete on, you know, Team Goleta. Oh no!
Oh,
my
beautiful!
goodness.
Issa Abel grabs the
That-
armbar from the
wow.
guard. Wow!
Damn, good
That
job.
was
Very
beautiful.
hard fought.
The winners moving
Very
to
hard fought.
the next
Wow,
round.
Joe passed the guard
Team
once. He went to pass it a second time and left his arm out. Issa was
Team
able to
Hooligan.
take it. Beautiful. Issa Abel, submission victory. And team, that is Team Goleta Locks. I'm sorry. Team
No, yeah,
Hooligans.
no, Team Hooligan. Goleta, that was, Goleta
Issa
just
Abel,
lost, yeah.
Team
Team
Hooligans
Hooligans is our Arizona guys.
All right, DJ, let me get the volume down just a little bit so they can hear these guys talk. All right, guys, Team Hooligans moving on once again. So, oh shit, y'all moving on to the finals, huh? Ah, shit is getting real. So, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all bust it up real quick. How you guys feeling? What's up? What's next in the finals?
I should go first next. Okay.
Like I said, we were going to be in the finals, and look, surprise, surprise, we're in the finals.
Still having fun, still high as fuck. Let's go.
Hey man, I ain't competing. Don't smack my ass. The hell? You better back. I almost got you. You almost pressed the start button on the whoop ass machine, baby. All right, guys, we'll be back in a second for the ladies' #1 contender match, and I promise this one's gonna be dope as finna.
Just like that there. Oh, yeah. Man, if that shit ain't wrong with rock nutrients, man, I don't want it.
You finna smoke like it ain't no tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. What, before show, man? It's really nothing I do just special or just something repetitive or something that's like a ritual or anything. But I do like to get high a little bit. I smoke a little bit, not too much because, you know, I've still got work to do. And you got to smoke at work. Because if I don't smoke at work, and if I don't smoke while I'm at work, I'll get fired.
Live, baby.
Oh.
We're as live gets.
High Rollers.
We are set for our final quarterfinal match, if you will. Team Stoner versus Team Zenith. Make some noise for Team Stoner Bros. And their opponents, make some noise for Team Zenith Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Big pop, big pop. First up, representing Team Stoner Bros, Chepe Machine Gun. And from Zenith's Brazilian Jiu Jitsu team, Nick Hartman.
Of course, it's all that it is. All right, here we go.
Team Zenith versus Team Stoner Brothers. Who's gonna go to the finals? Oh, look at that.
I mean, this guy's already off.
Yes, this is old Nick Hartman on top. That's right, Drago. Drago on top.
Drago's back.
Looks like Miguel Enrique on bottom, right?
No,
Or is
it's that Sepe. That's Sepe. That's our other MMA guy.
Good
You know,
call.
this is the. Well, we're remembering them. We're not
Both
too high
guys
yet.
are fresh. Nick Hartman on top, fishing for a head and arm. He's the bigger guy here. Had a good sweep to start
Let's
things
see.
out.
So Team Zenith, so we're right here. And smoking some finest weed from original San Diego. No treat, it's a gelato, so we're
Wow, this
smoking a
came
gelato.
from Originals Dispensary, San Diego,
In San
one of our
Diego,
sponsors.
I know.
It's like an import.
Everywhere we go, we make sure we get the best weed.
Yeah, I was talking earlier out there about the, 90s in Chicago, the little baggies with a bunch of seeds and stems, like
Brickweed.
shitty weed,
Brickweed.
man.
Brickweed.
Yes.
Wow.
That's a thing of the past. That's a relic. Like, doesn't even exist anymore. I haven't seen that kind of weed in like 20 years. Good scramble there. Nick Hartman going for it.
I mean, and you know what? He's so, Sepa is so much smaller, but he's using his size.
Yeah,
he's able to keep
not
up
playing
with
the
them.
strength game.
No.
He's more
Well, the
patience
small guy.
and
Well, the
then
Sepa's the
scramble
small
at
guy,
the right
yeah.
time. But Nick going for the foot. That was a beautiful setup there, and he's laying on it. Oh, this hurts. This hurts. And there's the tap. Nick Hartman jump into a leg lock there.
This guy
Belly
is
and down.
a sleeper. He's been killing it tonight. Again, this is Team Zenith.
Wow, that was beautiful. I love how he bellied down on that leg, too.
Looking
Up
at him,
next,
I would say,
for Team
he's the
Stoner,
library
make
guy,
some noise
and
for Tiki Aquino.
just killing it. You want it?
Sure. But now Nick Hartman staying in. Gets the tap here. Let's see
This
if
is
he can.
interesting. Two Vegas guys, two locals.
Yeah, Tiki Aquino. He's a fresh guy from Team Stoner Brothers. Getting really low. Reminding me of John Jones on the way into the octagon.
Again, I love that he uses things like that as a feint. So I said, like, why not do certain things to, like, even act like you're gonna hit somebody? I mean, it's a feint. Where does the rule of a feint? You know, you can do it.
Tiki looking smooth tonight. He's like, reminds me of, the Muay Thai matches where they fight to the music. We got the chill beats and he's kind of grooving while he's rolling. Look at him out there. Giving us a
there
little,
we go. He's giving us that crazy.
Showboating the
giving
crazy
us that
eyes.
crazy eye.
And he's not losing his
tongue
rhythm.
out. Let's go.
Got to be careful with this leg locking master here, Nick Hartman.
He ain't taking his eyes off of us. I think he's ready to show us something.
Yeah.
Let's go, Tiki.
Look at that, looking at the camera.
He's ready.
He's paying attention to us here, not Nick.
You know what some guys
What a
I've noticed
showman.
in some of the ways that they grapple? Like, they don't ever make eye contact. I remember fighting Jessie Jess. In the entire fight, she never made eye contact with me the entire fight.
Weird.
I was mind blown by it, but some people don't. I mean, haven't you ever had those few that haven't? Have you? Have you ever noticed that? Like, someone looking, like, actually looking at you during the fight?
No,
Like, I look at the person. I try to make as much.
I mean,
she looked at the ground the whole time. But interesting.
Huh.
Tiki, I mean. Damn, I let it go out. I don't have a lighter either. Why give me a lighter? You got a lighter?
it's been back and forth battle. Nick Hartman versus Tiki Aquino.
I'm a
Tiki
big fan
Aquino on
of
top.
covering that face up too. I know a lot of people think that that might be shady, but I'm a big fan of covering the mouth up. You first saw that, Anderson Silva? Or who did it? GSP did it to somebody, right? And then Chris Weidman did it.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of guys
and I
do
want to
that
say
one.
that was out of like a New York thing the first time I saw it.
I think I've seen John Jones do that, and he's got some long ass fingers. Like when he had my wrist, like I was like, this guy's got some bananas for fingers.
Referring back to that Jessie Jess fight, I did that to her during the fight. I got side control, just put my hand over her mouth. Again, it's just like a distraction.
Nick Hartman attacking hard from the guard, went for an armbar. Now he's going for that leg hard. Tiki keeping a good base on top, but Nick's getting it, gets the sweep, and this is his game. Gives up the leg, but boy, ends up with a sweep on top. Minute and a half left. Unbelievable. And see, like that's how you use the leg locks. Even if you don't get it, you end up on top of the sweep sometimes.
It creates some type of scramble, and it creates some type of panic.
And reversal, and I mean, those points can win him the match.
We gotta give a shout out to Jimmy. Jimmy said, this is your first time trying Jimmy's weed. Again, going back to original dispensary. He grows this. This is his beautiful product.
Is that the gelato he's talking about?
Gelato.
Look, hitting Nick Hartman, 45 seconds, gets the back of Tiki, and he is going for it hard. Tiki still showboating a little with the tongue there, defending the choke well. See if Nick could finish here, but looks like he's got the lead on points. If he doesn't get him.
Oh, this is so much suspense.
Gotta hand it to Nick. Really fighting for that choke. Wow. Is Tiki gonna make it? Oh, he's tired too. No, he's gonna make it, yes. Wow.
Wow.
And he gets back on top with the reversal. Boom. Right before the buzzer. What a match. Crowd pleaser. Nick Hartman by points. What a fight.
Make some noise for Tiki, ladies and gentlemen. What a performance.
Tiki having a lot of fun in
Next up, the last from Team Stoner Bros. Miguel!
I take this stuff
Gotta be
too
so tired.
seriously.
No, I mean, we love it. You know, let's face it. But man, you gotta wonder, is fatigue setting in? If you gotta think, he could have
this is
one
Nick's
more
third
winning. I mean, this is his third one. Like,
Nick's third one in a row,
I
and
mean,
he
it
was
takes to be
attacking
the
at the
winner.
end. He wasn't holding on to his lead. He was going for that choke. But probably a
Here
smart
we
move
have
to not
fellow-
wrestle and pull guard, you know?
we have fellow UFC fighter right here in our attendance, and looks doing a great job with their team. Is killing it right now. Great job so far, guys. How are you? Good. Come say hi to everybody. Keep doing a great job. The team is doing amazing.
Nick Hartman going for a Kimura here. He's got to be tired. His opponent's fresh. This is his third match in a row, but man, he was going for the finish at the end of the last match versus Tiki Aquino.
I mean, again, now let's talk about the size advantage or the size difference, I would say, because they're both tall and long, but one is obviously much, skinnier than the other one.
Nick's
but God,
probably
Nick has
got,
been
what,
in
20,
there,
30
but he's
pounds?
been in there so long. So is it the fresh, limber guy that gets to come in and beat the big, I've been working for so many rounds guy? I mean, this is like...
That was the thing I hated most, was shark baiting, where
Right,
fresh
when
guys
you
kept
knew
coming
every
in
round,
on you.
every round. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the
hard.
guys that you normally just completely destroy in class are now giving you a lot of trouble because you're so tired. But Nick's still attacking, still doing well, still on top.
I feel like he's a sleeper. That was Trevin.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Reversal of fortune.
Wow.
Oh, almost had the neck there. Oh.
Trevin Jones.
Trevin Jones from the UFC just came over and said hi.
Trevin, 5-star Jones. Go give him a like and a
Yes.
follow. We're part of the same management team.
Look at that.
All right. Supporting each other. Huge shout out to our manager, Julian. Incredible manager. One of the good ones in this industry. So hard to find him anymore.
Yeah, I had a real sleazy manager.
I mean, we all had
Wayne,
one at one point.
love you, man, but you're a slimy motherfucker.
Wow.
Wayne Harriman, a good guy. Did some time in jail, though.
I mean,
Who doesn't?
not
You
that
know?
I mean that
in
someone's
prison,
bad,
sorry.
but I mean, sometimes you get caught doing something you shouldn't be.
But right now, Miguel Enrique is attacking here. He's throwing up a triangle from his back.
Again.
And
jeez.
Good defense there. Nick is able to bust out of it. That is Miguel Enrique on bottom, correct?
Yeah.
Team Stoner Brothers. Yes, he's got a fatigue.
Tiki's teammate, another Las
Nick
Vegas. I'm
Hartman
telling
on
you, this is such interesting. Is we're so lucky that Team Stoner and Zenith are both Las Vegas local teams. Love that. Giving them a platform to come grapple and put their
Exactly, their gym's on the map.
right there around each other. It's nice to be able to say like my team beat you. I mean.
Right now, it's hard for me to keep score who's winning, but Miguel has really been going after it here.
I feel like he is the one, like, but again, Nick has been in there for so long.
Yep, yeah, he's definitely more fatigued, and Miguel knows that. He was, you know, on bottom there, but he was attacking well, throwing up triangles and off balancing Nick. Now he's going for that leg. Got the butterfly hooks in.
I feel like he's definitely getting more of the advantage. Nick's not attacking.
There he goes. Nick falls back to the leg lock, and this is where he's really dangerous. We've seen him get a couple taps here, attacking legs tonight. And let's see if he bellies. Look, he's going to belly down and arch. Oh, that hurts.
You know what, again, oh my God, oh my God.
See, I worry
Ankle for
about the
ankle.
skinnier guys getting their
That's what they
tibias
can't.
cracked. I've seen it happen.
But even at that, they're more flexible though too.
Yeah.
Oh my God, 10 seconds.
He's going to survive, though. Great job. This one went the distance. Let's see who has the advantage.
I mean, I'm going with, you know, Team Stoner on that one. You know, I support Team Zenith, but I feel like,
Nice.
Oh, what a
Oh, you gotta
welcome.
love that. High rollers. You only see that at high rollers. Before the overtime,
love our
hitting the
competitors.
joint. Nick Hartman wins by an advantage there.
From Zenith, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu.
Wow.
That was
Sweet.
savage.
See, smoking before your match here is no longer mandatory. It's optional. It used to be mandatory.
Whoa, 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 get your ass back in there.
Get
Get your
back
ass
in
back
there.
in
They're
there.
off now.
Finals.
Get your ass
That's the
back
final.
on up
These
in
are our
here,
final
goddammit.
two matches. Our final.
All right, I know who to avoid in the interviews. Goddamn Thor's son over here, man. So, all right, guys. So, shit, you moving on to the final two. That's the end of the final four. See you guys in the finals. Let me know how you feeling. I'm gonna start with you.
Feeling great. Ready to get there and do some work and see what's up.
Nice, ready to do some work, baby.
All right, guys, roll another one because we're winning.
Woo! Oh, shit.
I just want to say I'm sorry for pouting earlier, but I made my redemption and we're taking the gold.
He said they taking the gold, baby. Make some noise! Up next, number one contender, and this is my favorite, is the ladies.
Ladies' number one contender fight coming up next. Both teams, Hooligans and Zenith BJJ, have a chance to go back and play.
How she know what to do with the pack when she keeps saying that she don't smoke? Why clothes smell like Kush when she keeps saying that she don't smoke? Why she keep blowing clouds in the air when she keeps saying that she don't smoke?
That's that motherfucking shit.
first, Jennifer Perez. Make some noise, hop in the cage. Get in there, show these people what you got. And her opponent, Maria Mazar.
So Jennifer Perez in the black, Mera Mazar in the tie-dye. No, I butchered that a little.
7-minute matchup.
Gotta roll your tongue on that one. Mera.
You know, I feel like it's unfortunate for us. We just, you know, they have a special way. You
Right.
know, they were born to know how to do it. All right, both ladies locking up.
Wow, yeah, let's say it like a hillbilly from the Midwest. Mera.
That's exactly
Mera
what someone
Mazar.
from my area would say.
I tried the tongue roll. Mera, sorry.
It's just interesting to see that neither one of the girls want to go to the cage.
Yeah, they're duking it out in the center, collar tying. I thought I'd see a guard pull for sure by now. Girls with those flexible hips and wonderful triangles. Yes, so far a wrestling match here. And there it is, grabbing the love handle instead of the leg, Jessica.
I'm telling you, you gotta stay two hands on one leg till you get both legs together, and then you can go individual legs. It's just something I've realized. I've gotten to work a lot with my one friend who was a part of the Puerto Rican Olympic team. Some of these young kids, I like working with them. They're innovative with their new wrestling skills, and they understand MMA. Like, you know, they grew up watching it. I mean, my wrestling coach is like 23 years old, and he's a beast. All right, ladies.
So far, it's been a Greco wrestling match in this women's #1 contender fight.
Both tying up.
I mean, I call grappling matches fights. They're bouts. They're match. You know, it's a battle.
Tomato. All right, now we're on the cage.
And lets her off. Interesting strategy from Mayera there. Had her on the cage. Thought she was going to try to scoop the hips there.
I'd like to see one of these girls do a nice shot, you know, or like going for
Take
a double
a chance,
leg.
yeah.
Take a chance. I've learned to do that. That was all that my last camp was all about. Like really learning how to do that. And it's like, if you want to wrestle, like you have to wrestle. You have to like force the position. Like you have to be ready to work hard. That's what I'm saying. Wrestling's hard. You know,
It's
a
so
lot of effort.
hard.
It's
Yeah,
just a lot
so
of effort.
exhausting. You know, you fight for a takedown and you can throw like 100 punches with that same energy.
Yeah, right?
There's
All
a
right,
good
out of the
takedown. Mayera, boom.
I feel like it was
Put
a
her
little
head
bit of
in the
both. She
middle.
had the single leg, you know, and then the other one
That
full
was
guard,
it. Yeah, just
you
scooped
know?
up a single and drove with her head in the middle of the chest. That's like old school wrestling right there. It's a power shot. Gets the takedown. Let's see what Jennifer Perez has to offer from her back.
Yeah, and this is a 7-minute matchup, and it took, you know, 4 minutes to finally almost get
Yeah,
down.
half the match. Yeah, when she finally went for it, she powered through that single leg and really impressive takedown there. Some strength.
Wow. when I'm getting stuck in guard like that, again, faking the foot and sitting back and like sitting to my butt and coming across so I can go for the heel hook, right? Like sitting back, like, so you're in that guard position. I'll sit to my own butt if I'm in their guard so I can go for a leg lock. It almost reverses the guard.
Yep.
Kind of gets you out of it.
Yeah.
It's definitely struggling. Like I believe in getting past, like passing that half guard.
Yeah, I mean, and you can't pass it from your knees. I always
you gotta get up on your
stand up and
toes.
pop your hips in.
You gotta get up on your toes. The only way.
Right now, Mayer on top, just looking to kind of walk around
she
the
again
half
would
guard.
take off that around her waist, and she and went down to the foot. She could pass that guard. Again, what I like to do is I like to sit right here. I'll take my right or left leg and put it across their leg so I expose their heel.
Mayer not wanting to take chances here. Seems like content to just keep that top position. Yep, staying on her knees. Just kind of hanging out in the guard.
Yeah, again, the guard's been opening up. She has to be ready to pass. Oh, there we go. Leg fight. Well, she went right back in. If she focused on using that right arm and come all the way down, she could pass with that side. She could use that to stop the leg from keep holding her in guard.
Yeah, Jennifer gets a little misdirection there. Tried rolling her through, almost did, but Mayer, good base, good wrestler, is able to stay on top. Down to the last 30 seconds in this one. Really the name of this match was the takedown.
I love when we get to see the overtime, though. It definitely causes some urgency no matter what.
Yeah, I'm surprised how many finishes I see in those minute overtimes when you start on the other opponent's back. You know, last year we had a bunch of them. We had a couple tonight. Like, it's really incredible. High-level people getting tapped there in you know, that position. It's that short time. You're tired. And there's the end of this one.
There we go. It's the overtime. Looks like our black belts get a little bit longer to like recover.
Did they just do a coin flip there?
Yeah.
I know
So
he's
then
talking
again,
to
I
him.
think going over the rules too, and you know, reiterating, you know, that once you get out of the position, you have to keep going. It's just until the minute ends. Not.
You got 1 minute.
Gotta keep going through that minute.
You got to survive 1 minute. That's the name of the game when you're on the defensive. Or you get out, reverse, and go for something yourself.
Yeah.
But really, whoever gets the submission in the quickest time is crowned the winner.
Yep. And then you gotta think if you get to that last 3 minute or that last third round, you gotta get a takedown.
Yeah,
Gotta have
then
that
it's sudden
wrestling.
death. You start from your feet. First takedown wins. Yeah, so they'll go 1 minute apiece from each other's back. No one wins. Then it'll go sudden death from their feet. First score wins. Right now, Jennifer Perez on top. She's got 50 seconds to work with.
I'm surprised she hasn't worked on, you know, getting a body triangle instead of keeping her legs, you know, there we go. She's starting
Looks
to work
like
for it.
she has the shorter legs. I don't know if she's got
You know
it in
what?
her.
That definitely seems like one of the challenges right there.
Yeah, right now, Mayer just
I feel like she has no
her
urgency
neck.
trying to get out of that. I feel like I would be fighting the legs and looking to turn.
Yeah, she
turn
just seems
in, you
content
know?
fighting off the choke for the minute.
Yeah.
And that's what Jennifer has to do, use those legs to, you know, tie up an arm. Get it loose a little bit. This one's gonna go the distance.
Man,
We're
I
gonna
hope it
switch.
gets down to the last one where they have to do the takedown. I want to see it. I want to see somebody shoot, one of the girls shoot a double. really work her
Mayra
single.
goes on top. She's got 1 minute to tap Jennifer.
1 minute.
If she doesn't, it will go to the sudden death that Jessica is dying to see.
I am. I want to see it. I feel like I've been practicing it so much. I can't wait for my next fight.
You've been wrestling a lot?
I mean, but really like wrestling and like understanding why they put things together the way they do. Not just randomly shooting, or they do things for certain reasons. They're setups. I guess I never really was good at that. Wow, good job. She's out. Ooh, ooh. There we
Look
go.
at Mayra going for the leg there. Jennifer attacking hers, but looks like Mayra's going to be on top. She looks pretty safe here. She's going for a little
she's going for that like
steering wheel.
Wow. Nice scramble. This is what I love seeing in the girls. Like them really like just stay on top, you know, and work maybe like an arm triangle position.
10 seconds. It looks like this one is gonna go the distance, and then they're gonna sudden death it from their feet.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. And almost took the
Arm
back
triangle.
there, but there it is.
I'm a big fan of when somebody gets they get away from my back and I'm attacking their neck. I always go to an arm triangle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I let them out. Like if they want to scoot out through their back and like come out the door, like I'll let them so I can turn into that arm triangle position.
Yes, I remember spending a whole camp defending that move.
Yeah.
Eric Schaefer was good at that one. And then the dude he pulled guard, and I was on the fence, and I was like, haha, like, you're so dead, you pulled guard. Then he sat up, and I couldn't sprawl, and he actually got a takedown.
See, it's interesting. Both girls are staying out there. No one's going to the cage, so you have to, you know, assume that neither one of them want to work like off of a cage takedown.
No. That last time Mayra hit that shot right from the center of the cage, it was a power single, head in the middle, just drove through. Let's see if like she goes back to it. You know, that's what I say in a fight. If something works, you try it again. If your opponent's open for it once, they're gonna be open for it a second time. Boom, there she is. See if she can finish it on the fence.
Oh my God, stay tuned. No.
Oh! Still, solid wrestling. She gets the takedown, gets the victory, but she did, switch from the leg to the outside hip.
I'm gonna be such a.
That's the lesson of the day.
Ladies
Stay
and
off the love
gentlemen,
handle.
your winner, and now the #1 contender for the women's brown belt
Once
high
she got
rollers
aggressive with her
championship,
wrestling, that's how she got the first one.
Mazar.
If you
went for it, you know?
And that's it.
See-
It's final match coming up.
Jennifer actually defended the first takedown, but found herself on the cage, and then she was able to grab up a single and finish from there.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for our host for High Rollers, Big Lon!
Oh, thank you guys. I see how much you care about me, about that warm welcome you just gave me, but it's okay. You know what I mean? It's cool. So guys, forget me. Make some noise one time for the winner. She is now going up against the champ, Miss Valerie Wong. That is who she will see for the belt. You also get this dope trophy right here. Got something else for you when you get out the cage. Tell me what you think about the event, your experience, and anything you got to say to the champ. Let me know. The mic is yours.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, for the invitation. And that's it. My father is watching me in Brazil. Hi, Father!
I love Brazil.
Pai, te amo.
That's yours. All right, guys. You know what's next? Championship for the team, Zenith.
Woo!
Hooligans.
Woo!
This shit is about to go down.
about entrepreneurial, when you're talking about an original staple of the cannabis game, a part of everything that cannabis has to do, the legalization of it, cookies come on.
Cookies and OG, come to my crib, we blow by the hour. We from the north, yeah, that way. No. Fat cookie blunt in the ashtray. Ice inside my TikTok, no cookies, no Frisco.
Smoking super cookies, I might fly away. Smoking cookie by the case. Smoking cookie for my appetite.
Back, smoking cookie out the package. Rolling up big blunts, out a pound of cookies.
Salute my homie Burner, partners over at Cookies. Proud to announce Collins Ave. No, this is a huge, huge move for the cannabis industry.
Look how bored he is. Look how many blunts he rolled already. Back to back for no damn reason.
You already know we here. My nigga Brandon turning up one time.
Yo, I smoked that Gary Payton. That shit was legendary. Shout out to Burner.
And you are an owner of a brand that is a world-renowned brand and a strand of marijuana.
Barcelona, bro. Cookies on my mind every day. You know what it is, man. Cookie take over the motherfucking world.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pretty much set for our final bouts of the evening. But first, we would like to thank everyone for coming out to High Rollerz Jiu Jitsu tonight. So thank you very much. Also, we want to give a special thanks to our commentators, the American Psycho, Stephan Bonnar, and Jessica Evil Eye.
All right, the finals here at High Rollerz. It all comes down to this. Team Zenith versus Team Hooligans.
I feel like I can feel the energy from Team Hooligans, like, and how, how much this means them,
I'm digging this team thing. I really am, man.
It really is. It's fun. I think we're onto a new thing, I mean, we're lucky that this first time's going so well. It just gives us so many more opportunities to do it again.
Yeah, it's creative. It's different. You got to strategize the fatigue. Put the guy with the best gas tank in early.
Right. Now let's introduce the teams in our final bout. Make some noise for Team Hooligans.
There's Issa, Abel, Team Hooligans.
And now make some noise for Team Zenith Brazilian Jiu Jitsu.
Here
Wow,
he is, Drago.
I'm really excited about this matchup.
Nick Hartman. versus
Ladies and
Abel.
gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Sponsored by Jardine Premium Cannabis Dispensary. Our two commentators at ringside are Stephan Bonnar and Jessica I. And the man in charge of the action, Darren Brand. And now, representing Team Hooligans, Issa and Paul. And repping Team Zenith Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, Nick Hartman!
All right, the finals are off. Nick Hartman wastes no time pulling guard. Wrapping up the little half here. Let's see if he does this deep half game.
Wow.
One more time, I'd like to thank tonight's sponsors, Hardin Dispensary of Las Vegas, the Originals Dispensary of San Diego. We got Vibes Rolling Paper, Dr. Dabby, and man, that cheetah piss from Cookies. I love that weed. Finally, good things coming, baby.
Yeah, I mean, then you have like Khalifa Kush, you know, and Game Up Nutrition, which is by far some of the best CBD I've ever had. The Rocks Nutrients, Swank Tools, Marshall and You, and Lonnie Wick. And if you aren't familiar with Lonnie Wick, you definitely have to. Definitely help lighting all of your joints, all of your
I got
bong
lectured
rips.
about
You gotta
butane earlier
You gotta
from
know.
him.
You gotta know what you're smoking.
He's got a point. He knew the joint. He's like, this joint was lit with butane. He knew it.
He could taste it.
Right now, Issa Abel rolling for a leg lock from the bottom, and he's in a good position to try to go for something.
Again, different size matchup where you've got, you know, long.
Oh,
big
he's
guy.
cranking that heel there. Oh, Nick Hartman toughing it out. And Issa in a good position on top here. That's where you want to be. Oh, you see Nick Grimace in there.
Wow.
And he gets out. He looks like he broke the grip. Unbelievable. Nice job from Nick Hartman.
He pushed him off there. You see that?
Yeah. And Nick's like, I'll go back to my guard. I don't care.
Nick looks a little tired already.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, the guy's had a ton of matchups tonight, though.
Yeah, he's had probably the most
I feel like
mat
he's
time
had
out of anyone here.
Yes.
It's going on like
Totally
over
agree.
20 minutes probably.
I mean, the support definitely came out for, you know, Team Hooligans from Arizona. Willie does a great job over there with those guys, and obviously you can see by their corner, there's so many people here.
Yeah, maybe Nick's playing a little possum too. You never know. He looks like he always comes up with that burst of energy when he needs it. There we go. Issa doing a good job of getting a little pass there, but Nick Hartman.
God, super flexible.
Yes. Those unpassable guards. Guy always fish a hook in.
Wow. I don't think Nick is going to stand up. I think Issa's going to have to
he's
know that
content
this is
playing
where.
bottom. He seems really happy to play. Maybe that's part of his game plan, you know, fish for that leg lock from the bottom. He's got a good leg lock game. Nice job from Issa passing again, but Nick just weaving those hooks in from any position. He's inverting himself. There, sits up for a leg, but look at Issa with the head arm guillotine. Oh no, that's just the head. That's even tighter, and he taps him. Wow. The little guy, Issa Abel.
I mean, Nick has been, incredible.
Wow, the smaller guy.
Wow.
David takes out Goliath here.
Good analogy there. I mean, Nick has really been on a roll tonight. I mean, bravo to him.
Yeah,
Great
he's
job
been there a
competing
long
in.
time. But what
He's
a guillotine,
definitely,
man.
wow. He's definitely
Next
came
from
out being
Team
the most-
Zenith Brazilian Jiu
Most
Jitsu,
aggressive.
put your
He
hands
just
together
attacks, like,
for
he's
Drew
gotten a couple of those submissions last night,
I
like,
think
out
this
of
is going
nowhere.
to be one of the best. Drew is extremely explosive.
Drew Palomo, and boom, gets a quick takedown. Yeah, he is, and he's the fresh guy here. He's on fire. Yeah, that does take a lot of you when you squeeze for a submission. You immediately got to go again. See how Issa's conditioning is here. Yeah, they don't give you any break, man.
No.
Like,
But
think
these
after.
are the kind of matchups that I really like. These fast-paced ones that,
Yeah.
show a lot of skill and just show like a lot of like mental like capacity to be able to stay that focused when that many things are happening.
Right now, good Drew Palomo attacking the legs pretty well. Issa defending from bottom. Look at that,
Wow.
stepping over, gets the back. Looks like he's, yep, setting up the arm there. He's got a full mount.
I mean, this is definitely not where Drew wants to be though. He's in his corner, Issa's corner, where they can coach him while anything he attacks.
Right now, he's doing a good job of
He's
staying
doing
on
guards with the
top.
pressure, and he is.
He's able to hold the mounted position there. See what he could set up from there. He's stepping over for a topside triangle. Issa defends it pretty well. Looks like he's switching to go for an armbar, but
Wow.
got a quarter guard there from bottom, does Issa.
He really has a couple options here. He can take top mount. Oh, he got his back now. He's got one boot in already.
Wow.
Oh, he got both in.
Drew Palomo's got him
Wow.
flattened out. I hate being in this position, especially when you're tired. Good job. Issa able to get out of that momentarily.
Wow.
So far, Drew Palomo on top. Looks to be threatening. Good job of not.
I feel like he's kind of the sleeper. Nobody knew, he's been one of the most explosive in the entire tournament.
Issa defending well, but he's got a good attack on that back. Here's that arm choke.
What?
That's tight.
What? My favorite.
He's going to get it. This is tight. Can Issa defend this?
Oh my God, oh my God.
And he gets the tap. Drew Palomo.
God.
Wow.
Huge fan of the head and arm. Huge fan.
Wow.
Wow. Great matchup again. These are crazy.
Now Drew Palomo's in Issa's
Good job,
position
Issa.
where he just used all that energy squeeze.
Our last
in a head
competitor,
choke, and now he's
Rollerz
gotta go again.
Ayala.
And this guy's big. Look at him.
Is that Jose Munoz?
Wow, this guy can move, man. Big boy can move.
Yeah, he is attacking. Oh, I hate that cradle from the top, but good job of getting back, Drew.
Oh my God. You guys, the energy in this place is insane too. Everybody's just as excited.
That's Jose on top, right?
Yeah.
From the Hooligans? Yeah.
That's Jose. I think we've only seen him once.
Yeah, he hasn't had much mat time tonight. He's got a ton of energy.
Ton of it. I mean, they need that going against Drew.
Yeah, Drew just finished his last match, had an arm choke, and immediately had to but then again, that happened to Issa right before with the guillotine. So, that's definitely a disadvantage to, the team aspect and having to stay back in there after you just, spent a big burst finish in a submission.
Yeah.
And Drew, the smaller guy, too, looks like he's at at least a 30-pound disadvantage. And when you're on bottom, that adds up. Oh,
Wow.
suplex. Wow.
I love this. The energy is awesome. Oh, man.
Yes. Unbelievable. That was good. I like seeing guys go for it like that.
Scrappy.
He jumped for the guillotine, didn't get it, but gotta admire that courage. Jose Munoz on top, Drew Palomo on the bottom. We just got just over 3 minutes left. It's the number 2 guy versus the number 3 guy. Drew trying to get back to his feet, but Jose doing a good job of staying heavy.
Wow.
Drew
Come on,
Palomo,
guys, we need
solid
some action.
defenses.
They both are. I mean, again, he's a lot bigger than
Yeah,
him.
that size disadvantage being on bottom. Even like me, I hated going with like guys that had like
Heavy, just weigh
yeah,
on
like
you.
30, 50 pounds on me. Just like
Holding you down.
yeah, wears on your joints too. You're always more sore the next day after a heavy guy on top of you.
Definitely can see the intensity in both of these corners for these guys. Like, look at both team corners. This means a lot to them.
Good hip highs from Drew. He's back to his feet. See if he can fight off this single leg.
I bet he stays 2 hands on one leg and not around the waist. See, it makes it harder to whizzer.
Drew defends it.
Makes
The
it a lot
under
harder.
overs.
Yeah, they said Jose's about 230 pounds.
And there's
right
that guillotine again. Wow. Yeah, 230 pounds from Jose Munoz on top, and he's got that big neck. You got to admire Drew went for that guillotine again, but he just popped right out of it. Thick neck on him. Hard guy to choke. You know, stocky 230 pounder. Hard to choke, hard to triangle.
Shout out to both guys, man. Great match.
There's Jose in the side mount now. Let's see what he can do. Just under a minute left. This is the best position he's had. Let's see if he can capitalize.
Love you guys. I gotta get out of here.
All right,
Bye.
Lonnie.
Lonnie is my favorite. He's got me hooked up with so many good training partners out in Pittsburgh when I'm back home in Cleveland. Wow.
This is it. Going for a leg lock with 10 seconds left. Good job scrambling, staying on top, getting the bag.
Oh my God.
Wow. And an escape right before the buzzer. Unbelievable. What action. Looks like Jose's gonna stay in there. Oh! I am wrong.
Wow.
Now Drew Palomo, he's been in there for 15 minutes
Make
straight.
some noise for Willie from
You think
Team
you
Hooligan.
could tag out to the other guy, but no, you can't. You gotta
Willie's
stay
the
in.
captain.
Yeah, he's taking a little breather there. Drew, very
Oh,
tired.
this is fun. I know everybody who's been tuning into our entire YouTube, I know are big supporters of Willie. And obviously, we know that Drew is like the local favorite. He lives around here, but wow.
And
I'm
the
so
Iron
glad
Man.
these two are going against each other.
Yeah, Drew looks like he's trying to recover there. Definitely fatigue setting in. Willie on top, trying to capitalize on this advantage.
Already
He gets a
on
full mount.
That's scary after all those matches to be down.
And now, Drew in a bad position. But he was in a bad position last match, and he still pulled it out.
Yeah, he did. He did. I feel like, yeah, I need to look at I'm trying to look around him.
Willie's setting something up here. It's his chopside Ezekiel. Is that it? Hard to tell from here. Yeah, you don't see that one much, no-gi. And that's really, if you're in mount, see, don't got as many options from the full mount. Looks like he's going out to the knee on
You gotta
belly.
go to that head and arm.
Go to a
From
side mount. Yeah, you can't set anything up from the mount. Don't just stay there. He's got 3.5 minutes to work. He's got a knee on belly now. Let's see if he could scoop a good underhook and set up a side mount game.
Both of these guys are super defensive and very good.
Now looks like Willie trying to take the back, but no, it's going to be defended. Back to knee on belly.
Ooh.
Drew trying to scramble, but he is just so tired. He's been in there a while now. Smaller guy, too. At a size disadvantage and being on bottom. And Willie being the fresher guy. He's content to stay on top.
He's the captain, too, of the team.
Setting up the Kimura. It's defended. Back to knee on belly. Drew's still having fun, smiling down there.
I mean, Willie's winning this right now, again, by top pressure, but he's still attacking while on top.
Yeah, it's hard to have fun when you're that tired. It's good to show, and now he's getting a sweep here. Goes for the leg.
Wow. Right in front of us, too.
Look at that. Drew gets the sweep, gets on top, and sticks his tongue out and smiles to the crowd. Gotta love it. Iron Man here. Taking this fight over
Then
late.
the mouth covering again. I'm telling you, that's a... Right in front of us. I love it. We've only had a couple of these tonight. Ooh, oh my
Willie
goodness.
attacking well from the bottom. Drew, good base, stays on top. Just over a minute left. Let's see if he gets his second win here. Needs to keep this underhook and stay on top. He does.
Wow.
Scoops the back. Can Drew take the back? He does.
Wow.
Oh, good defense from Willie. And that's when to bail on it. Get a side mount. Good job by Drew to stay on top. What a match. What a scramble. This is it. Last minute tonight. Who's going to win? Team Zenith or Team Hooligans?
Oh my God, there's a minute.
Minute left. There's Drew trying to pass there. He doesn't got much time.
What?
Willie going for it. Shucks them. They're back to their feet.
Come on. Oh.
Wow, Drew went for that double there.
I mean, wow.
It's like Willie trying to put together a head
What has he got there?
choke.
Is that what it is?
He's trying to set up a dart.
I feel like they're super close over there. I can't see around them.
And looks
But again,
like this
Drew
one will
is
go
in
the
Drew's
distance.
corner. You know, he's got his people right there helping him.
Willie taking the back right before the final buzzer. What, are we going to see the overtime?
No, that's it. We got one more. Drew's the second guy.
No way. Who got that?
Willie, I got Willie. I had Willie on that one too. I mean, I felt like he
All
went
right,
for
guys,
more
we
of
are
the
down to our
attack
last
submission.
competitor from Team Zenith, Morris Ayala.
This is so exciting.
This is it.
We're down to the
This
last
is for the winner.
Or the last two people, the last of the entire event.
Morris Ayala. He's going to be in there with Willie Audifree.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Morris Ayala gets Willie on the fence, going to finish a takedown, scoops up the city, gets it. Yeah, Morris attacking, wasted
This
no
seems
time.
very evenly
He's on top. Good job of keeping the mount there.
Wow.
This is where he wants to be, on a tired Willie with 4.5 minutes left.
Again, we've got so many people here and so many people cheering. I feel like everybody's getting a little bit of coaching in.
Morris, though, on top here, the bigger guy. Got a tired Willie on bottom, looking for a finish. Looks like he's got a head and arm choke there. Let's see if he can get him off the cage.
I'm a big fan of those ones. That cage is holding him
Willie
up.
defending well. He gets it. Wow. And there it is. Morris Ayala.
Oh, great
Team
job,
Zenith.
guys. Great job.
They
Man,
are the
thank
champions.
you, everybody, for tuning in.
Zenith Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu takes home the gold in this tournament-style finals.
Man, the bittersweetness of all of this. You know?
Ladies and gentlemen,
we saw
the
so much this whole
winners
time.
for Elite 8 and High Rollers 13, Team Zenith Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I am here with the gutsy Team Zenith Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We want to award you with this High Rollers trophy. Shout out to the Jardine girls. Look at these guys. Get a shot of that. How the hell do you guys feel?
Man, we all get it from our coaches, Robert Drysdale, Marcelo. Dude, hey, come check us out, man. We fucking work hard. That's the only thing we do. No work. That's it, baby. That's it. That's the only thing we do.
Congrats on that win. How do you feel, brother?
Hey, everybody, all I got to say is the mat is the truth. And we came out on top today. #1 Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in Las Vegas. Zenith team. Hey, any of you guys want to challenge us? Meet us here in the mat. We'll be right here to defend the thing one more time.
Oh, they are down to defend. And we got to give a shout out to my man right here, the massive Hartman. This guy took out everybody tonight. How you doing, bro?
Hey, we did what we came to do, and I want that shot at the Purple Belt Championship.
Oh, we're calling shot. He wants a shot at the Purple Belt Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, this was High Rollers 13. This is the winners of Elite 8, Zenith Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
The great night of seeing these athletes just absolutely kill it.
That was fun. Team tournament style.
We want to thank all our sponsors here at High Rollers.
Headquarters
thank
here
you
in
everyone
Las
for coming
Vegas.
tonight.
What a night of
we
submissions.
are out, and we are High Rollers Jiu-Jitsu, and we want the smoke.
Ladies and gentlemen, for
Perfect.
Jessica Evil Eye, I'm Stephan Bonnar. Thanks for tuning in on YouTube.
See you guys
we'll
next
see you
time.
next time.